Desk.
Hi, Josh.
Pat Godwin's over there.
Hello, Josh.
Preparing some musical numbers for us.
Indeed.
Jeff Hoskey across the way in for Chick McGee.
Hello, sir.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold, the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. And there's Tom. Tom, how are you?
When you say preparing some musical numbers, are you going to choreograph them? It somehow sounds like
yes. We had talked about there were dancers in the green room.
Got it going on.
Okay.
Those big feathered
Kickball change, right?
Yes.
Right.
Feathered headdresses.
Yes.
I'll be the worst one. You know me and my dancing.
Do you like the feathered headdress look? Do you think?
Well, the last Showgirl's coming out today, and with Pamela Anderson, and everybody's talking about it, but I think that's fabulous. The Las Vegas Showgirl. God, yeah.
Really?
Yes. What's wrong with you? You don't enjoy that?
I always think, oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Showgirl.
It's a Showgirl.
Yeah, that's going to be a pain in the ass to get her in a cab.
Oh, my God.
The last time I was in Vegas, me and my friends went to the longest running daytime topless review.
Okay.
And, oh my gosh, they haven't replaced the dancers since that opened in 43.
Really?
Oh my gosh, it is. And like they have like two comedy guys and one's doing the pie to the face. I mean, it's.
Oh, I would have loved it.
They haven't updated anything.
Tom would love that.
Oh.
But the best part was I tipped the seater. I was like, ooh, could we get some good seats? And I thought I slipped him a 20. And I go to pay at the end of the night, and I reach for my $100 bill.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, there are some older breasts that still look good.
Oh, very
They
good.
don't look much.
I don't deny that. I just that whole look doesn't do it for me. That whole Vegas-y,
I think it's fun.
schmaltzy, ridiculous
But they still had
headdress.
the big headdresses,
Okay.
but then like a liver spot. Like it was
I see
weird.
what you're saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
kind of a peacock thing.
Yes.
That's interesting.
It was.
Will you go
long.
see The Last Showgirl?
Me? Yes. Yeah.
No, you said everyone's. I'd never heard of it until just now.
The
What is
acting
this?
is.
Well, I'm not
supposed to be-
surprised about that.
Well, I mean, no, I don't.
Getting good reviews.
Yeah, it is.
I haven't read the reviews either. What is it about?
It's about the last Showgirl in Vegas, Pamela Anderson.
Okay.
It is about showgirls in Vegas. I don't know that it's your type of film.
Is that Jamie Lee Curtis also?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm sure it's politically correct.
See,
Very unexciting. Okay, I'll pass. We'll see. I had an idea for a new segment.
Yeah.
Let's go through the papers on my desk right now.
oh, this will be fun.
Yeah, I do. I've gotten kind of backed up here, and I have all this stuff going on here. In no particular order. Would you like to do that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right on top. Well, this is a good one. Coming up Friday, February 21st, we're going to be at the Riverside Casino and Resort doing this show starting at 5 a.m. local time from the Riverside Casino and Resort. This is going to be really cool. And then that evening, a special show with Patty G, Josh, Al Jackson, and Jeff Oskey. And I'm going to be your host. Looks like it'll be fun. And once again, it's all being put on by 100.7 The Fox in Cedar Rapids.
That'll be fun.
That's the top page. Okay, the next page is the name of our winner from week 18 of the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em. That happens to be Rob Martin. Now, I don't know if we're going to talk to Rob today. Are we going to try to call him, even though Chick's not here?
Why don't you let Jeff pick against him?
The last time I tried that, it didn't go too well.
Oh.
yeah.
Actually, I did win, but.
Well, we could. We should certainly talk to Rob anyway. He was our winner of the IHateStevensinger.com Steven Singer Jewelers gift certificate.
Josh could pick against him.
Well, somebody will.
Okay.
I want to get him on the phone just to say hi. We'll look at that. This is a request. Oh, okay. Someone wants to hear. This is unusual. They want to hear one of your stories, Pat.
A story?
Yeah, they said, can Pat Godwin tell his story about the, quote, stand-up intro on the cruise ship?
Oh, your music?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see why. This makes perfect sense.
I always come out to Sledgehammer, yeah.
Right.
Peter Gabriel's. It's just a wonderful piece of music. I do it in the Bob and Tom shows. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Sure, obviously.
So we were having problems.
That's just a terrific groove.
Yeah, I love the song to begin with, but it's also just a perfect intro. And we were having some issues on the ship with some of the younger Serbian technicians, and there's a language barrier. The sound wasn't right, the lights weren't right, but you still have a job to do. So I wasn't complaining, but the head guy in the very last night, Drakkar, he comes to me and he says, I hear you're having problems with lights and guitar not working and intro being wrong. I am here to correct all that. We make all that good tonight.
Okay.
Now, this is what you wanted to hear this, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't get that.
I didn't get that. No. So we get the lighting right, which is important, and the guitar was very important, and that all went very well. I said, thank you so much. Now we work on intro. I said, you know what? Anything energetic. No, what do you want? You tell me what do you want, I give it to you. And I like Sledgehammer, but if you could get it after that, the keyboard flourishes, and just right when it kicks in, after keyboard flourishes, kicks in, everything will be perfect. And they introduce me, and he plays If I Had a Hammer by Peter, Paul, and Mary. Yeah. And I walk up laughing. I'm in a good mood. He doesn't throw me off. I laugh all the way up. I hit the stage, and I look in the back, and there he is at the soundboard with his thumb up. I did everything go perfect.
Now, you didn't acknowledge that on stage, did you?
No, it was so funny to me. Yeah. I didn't have to. I was in such a great mood when I hit the stage. I couldn't stop. I said, that is so funny.
You have to wonder, some in the audience is wondering, why is this guy coming up to
a look
look
of
at
satisfaction on his face.
And I guess
God is here.
I think the person who requested this must have done it because of
Peter, Paul, and Mary?
The sad news that Peter Yarrow of Peter, Paul, and Mary has died earlier this week. And that was one of their big hits. Wow, that's a great story, Pat. And it's an accent we're still allowed to use, I think.
I don't know.
Unless we have the Serbian Liberation Front calling.
The ships are full of accents. It's all the workers are,
Sure. That's how they speak.
They work really hard, too.
And they speak English better than we speak whatever gibberish they... It's a joke, you see. I'm very proud of them for... that's coming up. We have a bunch of interesting things in the news. We're going to do a quick review of some of the stuff we learned. But make a mental note if you are near Cedar Rapids that we're going to be there with a special show coming up February 21st. Once again, the Riverside Casino and Resort. We just announced that yesterday. Right now, I want to announce this. Valentine's Day just down the road, of course. You can check that off your list right now if you pay close attention. Just go to IHateStevensinger.com. Always talking about great jewelry from Steven Singer. He's the diamond expert. Real diamonds, by the way, always from Steven Singer Jewelers. None of the stuff cooked up in a diamond oven or whatever the hell, however they do it. I'm not exactly sure. But also, Steven Singer has the real roses. And these are roses that last forever because they're dipped in 24-karat gold. He's done a whole series of them over the years. The newest one is called Peacock Teal, and it's kind of a Caribbean feel. Colorful with the leaves kind of in a pattern, like a palette of 20 different shades. Very, very colorful. And it's a perfect gift. And it's $79. These things last forever, by the way. A long-stemmed 24-karat gold-dipped rose with a full lifetime guarantee. Of course, Steven Singer, famous for free shipping and famous for his lifetime guarantee. You're going to be happy. If you're not, ship it back. That's free, too. It's all about real diamonds and having a real good time. Once again, Valentine's Day down the road a piece. You can knock that off your checklist right now by going to IHateStevensinger.com. That's IHateStevensinger.com. Josh is sitting in the Steven Singer Jewelers sidekick chair today. We expect a lot from you today, Josh.
Okay.
We're going to lean on you today.
Oh, why is that?
Because I think it will annoy you. And
I didn't realize that was your goal.
It just may make things more fun, I think. Christy Lee,
Yes, sir.
as I mentioned before, at the Silac Insurance News Desk with lots of interesting things coming up.
Yeah, that morning coffee could be really important.
Yeah, there's another. There's one of those scientific studies about. They come out about every 2 weeks now. Something either about coffee or wine. Yeah. I'm waiting for the one that says the best way to lose weight is to eat coffee cake and smoke cigarettes and drink coffee and booze. That one hasn't come out yet, but when it does, we'll lead the show with it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everyone. If you were injured in an accident, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by right now. You can find out how much money you can potentially get for your accident. I'm Tori Schulman, along with my co-host and spokesman, Al Jackson. So, Al, tell the viewers at home who should be calling right now.
Well, Tori, it's just like you said. Anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You can find out if you have a case and how much money you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. So is that what people want to know, if they have a case, if how much money they're going to get?
That's what I would want to know. Do I have a case? How much money can I get? The accident that happened can't change, but how much money you receive can. So I encourage everyone watching at home, give us a call right now and find out how much you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. You guys heard it here first. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity and call now.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. And we're doing kind of a musical chairs thing today. And well, it's actually a musical chair right now, because joining us in the studio, we have singer-songwriter, actor, and comedian Stephen Lynch. I throw in the actor thing because you spent a, how did you describe it?
9 months in hell.
Sentence, was that the word you used?
9 months in hell is what I just heard.
You were on Broadway. Do you want to give us give those that haven't heard about this the background on?
The Wedding Singer.
You portrayed
the very popular Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore movie about crazy kids in the 80s.
Turned into a very successful theater piece.
Very successful.
Well, you did it for a pretty long time.
Mildly successful.
I mean,
it was fun, but I had my toe on the trigger pretty much every day of the last 4 months of it. Well, I realize I'm making it sound like it was really bad.
No, but I mean,
it wasn't. It was time to move on. You know.
Can you play one of the new ones for us?
I think so.
Okay.
We just had a little powwow in your producer's office about what I can and cannot say on the radio these days. And,
there have been moments before. You think this one's okay?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if it's not.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Lynch.
This is a song I wrote. I discovered, oddly enough, that I had an uncle, a great-great-great-great-great-uncle who lived in the medieval period. He pretty much did for a living what I do for a living. He was both a troubadour and a court jester, and I think he used to play in the court of the king and the queen. And I discovered one of his old compositions that he wrote for the lute, and I transposed it to the guitar.
Good, because we don't have a lute handy.
No. I don't either.
Because I like guitar comics, but I hate lute comics. Prop guys and lute comics.
Those are the worst, aren't they?
Just hacks.
They give us all a bad name. So this is one of his compositions, and I just thought I'd try it for a modern audience, see how it goes over. Milady doth have a 70s muff. A 1470s muff. Zounds, it's as prickly as a Christmas wreath. Think it might hide some baby birds beneath. Pray, shave it off to make a coat. There are furballs down mine throat, short and curlies twixt my teeth. I saith not thy is hirsute, but it looketh like thou hast buckwheat in a leg lock. My uncle was also a very hacky stand down there, but it doth resemble Fidel Castro eating a London broil. Tra la 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 la. Tra la 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 la. Medieval bush.
Bravo. Stephen Lynch.
Thank you, lords and ladies. Thank you.
Stephen Lynch, ladies and gentlemen.
What is a lute?
A lute it looks like a pear-shaped ukulele.
Yeah, it goes.
Kind of a...
Well, there's no neck. There's no neck, though. Look like guitars. I think those are lutes.
To change an old joke just a little bit, the best sound a lute makes is when a banjo lands on it in the dumpster, or an accordion, one of the two. I'm sure there's
You're really anti-lute, man.
I do not. Yeah. So I had to buy a new sledgehammer.
All right. That's always fun.
I got kind of a mini one.
It's kind of the theme of the show today.
More of a
sledgehammer.
mallet?
It's sort of a mallet. Yeah, mallet. Yeah. I have a gigantic sledgehammer. I just don't know where I put it.
Oh.
Yeah. Boy, that's hard to, misplace.
I know. That's what I walked around my garage and go, where's my... This is what happens when you move. 3 years down the road, you've moved. You haven't really done a full inventory. Wait a minute, I can't find my sledgehammer.
Well, you'll love this, Tom. This week, where I'm at, it snowed a lot, and I went to shovel my snow. I was like, oh, my shovel is in my barn. So I went to get the shovel out of the barn. My lock, frozen solid, cannot access my snow shovel.
Ooh.
So now I have to either buy a pair of bolt cutters or a new snow shovel.
I think the snow shovel is probably cheaper, wouldn't it be?
I have no idea. I haven't.
If you can find one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you go did you get a metal one yesterday? You said you were in need of a
new snow shovel. No, I didn't. I've got to get another one. I've got one. Just I need another one. And then I was talking to this guy that was helping me out, and he purchased a plow for his truck. Mm-hmm. He was so happy because he bought it 3 years ago. He'd only used it once. So because when you're kind of in one of those areas where sometimes it snows and sometimes it doesn't, you don't really. Yeah, but
does he have a real long drive, like a driveway?
He has and he's got a very, and it was awesome truck.
That's cool.
And when you put this thing on it, it's just. It's sort of funny when you're going down the road and there's someone coming at you with a huge snow plow in the front. You think, should he swerve?
Yeah.
I am going to be DEA dead.
Yeah. I know they all have zones and area quadrants that they all work out or whatever. But sometimes when I see them, I want to go, why don't you lower that? The road that you're on right now is real snowy. Go just lower it.
Well, while you're here.
I see what you're saying.
Well, I always thought that the personal, but those are, personal companies as opposed to your city.
Right. Sometimes they even see the city ones. I'm like, put that down.
Oh, yeah. That's the worst.
I was talking to a friend of mine. He was going down a major thoroughfare, and apparently it was garbage day.
Oh, man.
And can have another flying into the...
How much fun would that be to be driving that plow? Just bing,
yeah. And it, by the way, in the nicest, oldest part of town. If you So anyway, check local listings. A lot of cold in a lot of places. Oddly enough...
Florida getting cold again.
We have a bizarre story. This happens every few years in Florida when it gets really cold, involving iguanas. We'll get to that coming up. If you have an iguana in your tree, wear a helmet. That's all I'm going to say.
And maybe put a little tiny one on the iguanas.
Oh, the helmet.
I mean, they're the ones falling in the sun.
Something I had not thought of that. Maybe that could be a Shark Tank thing. The iguana helmet. This only comes in handy every few years. Time now to review some of the stuff we learned on yesterday's show. And, of course, this is brought to you by our friends at Hyundai. Those are some nice cars.
I love mine.
You can buy a new Hyundai from the comfort of your new home at Amazon. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for more details. And that's spelled Hyundai. And they are making some nice vehicles these days. Now, we learned a lot on yesterday's show. We had a great house band, Dane Clark and the band. We have links to that if you had a chance to... if you didn't have a chance to hear some of that stuff, it's great. And they did a terrific song with Pat Godwin.
That was fun, yeah.
That was a real highlight. And it's the true story of your desire in life to have someone steal your identity to cover your debt.
Yeah, and I sort of made a joke about it. And when I wrote it in October, did on the show, like two verses of it. And then a month later, I actually had my identity stolen.
So you manifested it.
Yeah. So like I said yesterday, I'm going to write a song now called Win the Lottery.
Yeah.
And maybe that will come true.
Well, I'm on my third credit card disaster of the year.
What?
I just had one 2 days ago. They got my number somehow. They have my they have my password.
Oh, they nabbed you.
They got me. Yeah.
So that was yesterday's delight.
Did you try to buy a meal or something simple or?
I don't know what happened. Then I'm on the phone with someone whose grasp of English is somewhat skeptical.
You know what? We're blessed to be stolen from and not doing the stealing, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Button, press 1 if you'd like to speak to someone who can speak in a comprehensible way. Let's see. We learned that Reader's Digest apparently steals their jokes from Ace Cosby. That was the theory. Why are we talking about?
Oh, look at Dace. I just noticed, Dace. You look good, man.
Oh, you shaved.
Oh, the beard's gone.
I had this bully at work, and he just...
Yeah, there's always that one.
I get it.
Look at it this
I have
way,
one too.
Ace. You know, Ace. Many men have beards to hide their faces. You have such a handsome face. The beard is, it just gets in the way. Wouldn't you agree, Christy?
Yes.
I think Ace looks much better clean shaven.
He looks good both ways, really.
Yeah, he does.
I think you guys are just afraid of him.
Afraid of Ace.
Oh, he's a sweetheart. I like bearded Ace.
I like bearded Ace too.
I did not like bearded Ace.
I know you didn't.
He looked like homeless Ace.
It wasn't a beard, I just didn't shave.
I thought he
right,
looked,
exactly. It was
I
a
thought he
stubble.
looked more dignified.
I
like
did
a-
too. It framed
Well, they call that a
Yes.
vacation beard.
Yeah,
I've heard that
it
term
framed
before.
his
where it's
face.
just-
No, it looked like
You don't shave for 2
it
weeks.
looked like a kidnap victim beard. Looked like he was the CEO of some company and he'd been taken a prisoner.
How's it feel?
Cooler.
Yeah, a little colder, isn't it, when you shave?
Yeah.
Yesterday, we had a really unusual story about some organization that took the time and trouble to find out the length of the male member, the average length in various countries. Mm-hmm. And your sort of stereotypical thoughts may come true if you read the results of the survey. Which countries men allegedly have the largest male members. And I assume this was based on self-reporting. I just can't imagine there was
I
someone
don't
going
know,
around
maybe.
measuring
The
people.
Sudan was the longest, and and Thailand was the shortest.
Yeah. And that led to a discussion in which Jess Hooker mentioned that she has, in fact, measured a male I don't know how to word this delicately.
Member. Yeah, she was curious, and she
Yep.
measured her partner's wiener.
Yeah. And the answer was 9 to 10.
Isn't that something?
That's
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Her partner?
Yeah, that's what,
That's what she said. At least the one that was made. I'm
partner.
not sure where this
Right, we don't know who it was, but it was,
It was,
yeah, it was
at some point in her life, this took
yeah,
place.
yeah. She may have said, you know what, I can't really do much with that, and gotten rid of it.
Or throw it over her shoulder and
That
burp
seems
it like a baby.
it does seem excessive.
No one needs that much.
No.
What a greedy bastard.
Now, do you remember? It was all. They also did it. They did the survey. Also reviewed girth.
Yes.
And
And
you-
France was the girthiest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again.
France.
Yeah, again, I'm extraordinarily skeptical of this sort of thing.
I wasn't here. Where did my Ireland? How did they do?
I don't.
it
we
didn't come
have
up.
that.
Not even on the top 100.
5. We no. we
But
didn't
it
know that.
also wasn't on the smallest, so you're good.
Oh,
The
Yeah, it wasn't.
I think the United States was 68th.
yeah.
wasn't it?
Here, the largest lengthwise, beginning with number 1, Sudan, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Ecuador, the Republic of the Congo, and I'm with you, Josh. I have no idea. There's 2 of them, and Ghana. So that my question is, does being near the equator have something to do with?
Maybe.
Yeah, and knowing nothing about science, I'm wondering if, from an evolutionary standpoint, since that's where man emerged, right? The humanity emerged from what I guess equatorial areas of the universe here.
And I'm assuming
Perhaps when you
this-
went north, having a smaller one was
Closer
more
to your
beneficial
body.
from an evolutionary. Yeah.
Don't want it to freeze and fall off.
Yeah, something happened.
yeah, that's interesting.
Now, this is angry, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Intumescent, if you will.
Yes.
All right.
You know the word tumescent.
No.
Remember that? Oh, you don't know that word?
Well, I've heard you use it 1,000 times, but I have no idea.
It's a delicate way to say boner. If you follow it with the word member, a tumescent member or an angry one.
Oh, okay.
But I have always loved the notion that there's a band called Tumescence that opens for Evanescent. God, that name just makes you want to start shooting. Could we give our band a more pretentious name? I'm sorry. The widest ones. Widest.
Yeah, because otherwise Ireland does come up.
Yeah, we have the whitest ones. Sometimes a little pink in the sunshine.
Number 1, as you said, France, Netherlands, Ecuador.
A lot going on in Ecuador. They got a long one and a wide one.
Yeah, they're the winners in this.
Yeah,
They are.
the chode of Belgium, 4th, and then Denmark. So yeah, that's interesting that Belgium did that. Netherlands. What is about width in that part of Western Europe?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the cheese.
Wouldn't that be funny if wouldn't it be great if a scientist came out and said, well, if you want more girth, eat more cheese. It's a trade-off. Your bowels aren't going to move as much.
Heavy creams, any of that sort of...
The smallest, as you mentioned, Josh, number one, Thailand, followed by North Korea, which explains their anger, Cambodia, Nepal, and Myanmar.
Formerly Burma.
Yes. Now, I mentioned that I've started a new program since United States came in 68th.
Yeah.
I'd like to get back to number one. You can see on my hat, MABA, Make America Big Again.
I think the average for the United States was 5.57.
Yeah. This is nonpartisan, by the way. Both Democrats and Republicans can have huge penises. I want everyone to know. Feel free to join hands on both sides of the aisle. Now.
That's the study we should.
Oh, that's funny.
And then, then candidates could go, hey, are you going to vote for the small pricked guy over here? Or you want old Louisville Slugger to be running things?
Yeah. I'd also like to, there was a survey several years ago about who had the best parties at the conventions. Mm-hmm. Remember this? And at
celebrations?
Yeah. During the Republican and the Democratic conventions, who had the better parties at night. And I remember at the time it was the Democrats.
Yes.
I bet it may have switched.
Yeah.
You tend to get the better bands at the Democratic.
Oh, yeah.
Musicians are more willing to go that way.
They're more
you'll get
better music.
Yeah, but I think maybe now you're going to get people who are more fun. Right. They're not going to get together and start sobbing. I didn't win. Let's see. What else did... by the way, bizarre update. Remember the story about the two dead bodies found inside the wheel well or whatever you call it of the JetBlue plane?
Yeah, that came from Jamaica.
Yeah, they were in the landing gear.
Yeah.
Well, now they think they may have been there for quite a while.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Because they were very decomposed.
Oh.
So they're not sure if it was just a one day, because the plane went from like Jamaica, I think, to New Jersey or something, and then to Miami.
JFK to Miami, yeah. And
yeah, that is...
That's such a nasty way to go. And that whole thing is just so grisly.
Well, remember, they're flying at 38,000 feet.
Yeah.
And what is it, 60 below at that temperature? I mean, at that altitude?
It's chilly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. Everest isn't that high, and you get up there, you're going to freeze to death. So, there's an investigation going on. They don't know what happened, but it was on a JetBlue aircraft. These guys were extraordinarily blue. The oddest thing we learned yesterday was the history of graham crackers, which sounds boring. Who cares about the origin of graham crackers? But it turns out, much like what was it? Was it cornflakes?
Yeah. Kellogg's.
A guy whose name was Graham had a special dietary thing going. He was a vegetarian and believed that a whole grain diet would purify the body. And he thought that he invented a cracker that he thought would prevent people from masturbating.
Or having carnal lust.
Yeah, which is so odd.
Yeah. That's how Cracker Jacks were invented, too.
I think the only anti-masturbation food, I think, is pizza, right?
What?
Well, yeah, because then you're going to keep playing World of Warcraft and not grab your stick there. I'm just once again, this is random speculation. We were informed yesterday, do not eat your Christmas tree.
Yes.
Which sounds incredibly ridiculous, but there had been a thing in Europe in which a town had posted recipes for using the pine needles to make a variety of soups and such. And it has since been suggested that many, many Christmas trees, real trees, are sprayed with various pesticides, and you could get really badly hurt if you could be poisoning yourself.
Sure.
And also, if you are going to cook your Christmas tree and eat it, take the lights off first.
Yes.
I think that's
good advice.
Yeah, just a little. That's a suggestion from me. And then, lastly, yesterday I didn't see it at first, but Mr. Oskey did. There is a robot out there this is called the Tesla robot.
I think that's what it's called. It's by Tesla.
And it looks, but it's a humanoid robot, meaning 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, a torso. It looks like
It talks to you. It responds.
It's amazing.
It's unbelievable.
And then, but there was a robot. This is the week of the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know. I've been reading about it. So far, I don't see any big breakthroughs, but it's
A lot of car stuff yesterday.
But the breakthrough stuff is probably stuff that we wouldn't even understand.
Right.
But one of the things they were talking about was the AI-powered robot vacuum cleaner that has an arm that will pick up your socks. And I mean, if you're that lazy, really? That's the big story. The Saros Z70 vacuum cleaner. That it's designed to function, I guess, as kind of a maid. And it's incredibly accurate, though.
Is it?
Did I mention that it comes with a green card? So it's manufactured overseas. And then you see the joke there.
Okay. Sure.
Sorry.
Sure.
Been to Vegas lately? If they can teach that thing to give birth and make a sandwich, look out, ladies.
Yeah.
Or sex with a robot?
When man, it would have to be so realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me a lot just to have sex with that one guy that looked like a lady. Yeah, he really looked like a lady.
Well, coming up in sports, Notre Dame, big win.
Yes.
We'll hear about that. And the shoe-in of the week picks. A chick should be back Monday.
Oh, good.
He's a little bit under the weather. He's had a rough week. But he will be here. And I think we're going to talk to our winner from Week 18, Rob Martin, coming up today at some point. Right now, I'll remind you about the Raycon earbuds. We were talking about great gifts for Valentine's Day. This is a good one. This is where you want to buy 2, one for yourself and one for your lover. Is that okay to use the word lover?
Mm-hmm. Coming from you, I always love it.
Did you ever call your husband Andy your lover? Hey, lover.
Sometimes, but
do you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I do that with my lady.
Yeah.
You do?
I'll be like, how are you today, lover?
Yeah.
It's
like
going to be very
or
sweet.
whatever.
In fact, I think last night I'm going to go to bed, lover.
My grandparents would do it.
Right.
Oh, that's sweet.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, Bob. Yes, lover. It was very sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. How about Lovey?
Oh, that's
kind of a Gilligan's Island. Lovey. Oh, yes. Where are my Raycon earbuds, Lovey? You're saying, Tom, you're off topic again. Well, that'll happen. This is something new, the latest edition of the Raycon earbuds. 32-hour battery life and something called multi-point connectivity. So maybe the two of you want to watch that thing while you're on the plane together. Well, now you can do it. Thank you, Raycon. These sound better than the ones that are at least twice as much. And they don't fall out of your ears. They've got the special, what are those called again, Christy? Rubberized gizmos?
The gel tips.
Thank you. They have gel tips. No, don't talk down to me. So you put them in so they fit your ears. It's like having different sizes of shoes. People have different size ear holes.
Yes.
Is the word ear hole annoying or sorry?
No, it sounds bad, but it's fine.
Okay, it's good. Yeah. Okay, they also have their happiness guarantee. Raycon, get the headphones, get the earbuds today. 15% off site-wide. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. You'll thank me. We have a bunch of love letters from fans of the Raycon earbuds. We're coming right back. We've got some cool stuff in the news, including their iguanas falling. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
was just kind of curious if you'd done any straight sort of. And now this from ABC News. No?
I'd like to.
BBC News in London. I'm Lakshmi Singh. Now a word from Haifa. James Pettigrew.
See, you could do it.
I could do it, sure.
Sounds a little sarcastic, but...
Yes, well, then to actually get all the words not all jumbly-wumbly, I think that's the problem. I'd have to have a constant script.
Yeah.
I think I'd have problems talking off the cuff intelligently about world issues.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're here.
Yes, exactly.
And now, the latest from Greece.
Yes.
With Maria Bamford.
In
English!
I'd like to order dessert with milk, please.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I could say something in Hindi. Ki hale kuta vermilangi. Hello, dog. Goodbye.
That's what I got out of 4 years of Spanish.
Yeah.
Hello, dog. Goodbye.
Oh, it's hi, Frank. Hello. Hola, Paco. Que tal? Yeah.
Very handy, very handy.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you speak a foreign language?
I went to a meetup group where you're supposed to learn Spanish, but no one was a fluent speaker, so we ended up speaking sort of pretend Spanish, like
sí, no, ay, ay, ay.
It's like, oh my God, I'm really good at pretend languages.
Yeah, great.
No. Tim has his guitar out. Are you going to
See, I hate Florida.
Why?
Because
you're from Georgia. That's why.
Georgia people hate Florida. Why? Because we grew up our whole lives wanting to go to Florida. Put a float on top of the car. Oh my God, we're going to Florida. Drive 4 hours. Get there. Do you have a hotel room? Yeah, they're $100 unless you want to be near the water. Then they're $400. Okay? No, we don't want to be near the water. We want to sit in a hot-ass asphalt parking lot with a float on top of the car and finish up these pecan logs we got in Valdosta. So then a hurricane comes. They evacuate back to Georgia. Oh, my God, do you have a hotel room? Yeah, they're $100 unless you want to be away from the water.
Hello?
Hey, it's Tiger.
Oh, hey, Tiger. What's going on, man?
I need you to do me a huge favor.
Yeah, sure thing, man. What do you need?
Can you please take your name off your phone? My wife went through my phone and maybe call you.
What? Oh.
So if you can, please take your name off that.
Are you me? She knows about us? Oh, man, this is bad. This is really bad.
Just have it as a number.
Oh, boy.
She hasn't seen the photos yet. Tiger, you still love me, right?
Okay, you gotta do this for me.
Please tell me you still love me. Tiger? Tiger? Hello? Hello?
Tell us more about scatting.
Well, it's it's like in the traditional jazz sense. It's the scooter beat a bada. But I mean, I don't do that. I do it to classic rock only.
Right.
The most famous scat is probably the worst ever.
Of Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, a great artist, but the doobie, one of the worst,
absolutely
terrible scats. But
but I mean, it's hard. Like if you're in the car and you're listening to Led Zeppelin, it's hard not to do the bow bow bam doom cack cack doom bum bam bum bam down doom cack cack doo. So
brilliant. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got the notoriety came from the AC/DC, which really took sale, which is the. Dum 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 dum. Be-dum ba wow no dum 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 pa-dum 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 dum be-dum ba wow no and my girlfriend's like, most people sing the lyrics.
That's true.
Okay. I can scat Amos Moses by Jerry Reed.
Oh yeah,
let's hear it.
Please.
Bow, 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 ding, bow, 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 ding, don't ban on bomb. Big bow, ban on bomb, jing, 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 jing,
He hunted alligator the whole day. He didn't knock him in the head.
Well, on that note, we have to go. Thanks for joining us.
He's hunting alligator down in the swamp.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show here at the Auto Parts, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio. We're not just sponsored by any random auto parts.
Hey.
We're sponsored by the O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Not just like the carburetor show.
Yeah, right. Hey, we're Wheels. We're sponsored by
Today.
Wheels.
Today, catalytic converter day. Got a letter here.
Yes, please.
Dear Bob and Tom Show, I was listening yesterday morning early in the show when Josh Arnold attempted to sing in the cast member's name during the famous intro. Tom seemed to interrupt him the whole time.
Yep.
Well, it was one of those interesting things where you told me to do it, I started doing it, and then you continuously told me how I was doing it incorrectly. So it was
pretty much like every other day. We'll have to try to institute that again. At some point soon. I'll give you some pointers as we go.
Okay.
Now we were talking about the 100th anniversary of the Goodyear blimp. And I have been in the Goodyear blimp.
The blimp was part of the game last night. The Notre Dame game.
Notre Dame won, by the way, by 3. Is that right?
Yeah, with 33 seconds left in the game.
Yeah.
Hit a game-winning field goal after an interception.
Yeah.
With 40 seconds left in the game.
That must have been an insane celebration for those.
It was, I saw it.
And
for Notre Dame.
Speaking of the blimp, they're celebrating 100 years of the Goodyear blimp, and we've learned a little bit about blimps. There are about 25 left in the world, they think. Got this letter. Hey, Tom, you were talking about the Goodyear blimp. A buddy of mine flies a blimp.
Oh, really?
He was on the way back from a sporting event, and he said, I'm going to fly over your house. At the specified time, my friends and I all went outside, and there he was, flying over.
How cool.
He dipped down low, did a couple of circles around our neighborhood. It's an extremely rural area. He then texted me, quote, piss dump.
So that's what he was doing?
We eventually saw sort of a mist. He goes, it was just water, ha, ha, ha. I don't know if I should believe him, he says. When we were in an older version of that blimp years ago, and there was a funnel in the cabin area, and if you were aloft, one would just go into the funnel, and it would, I'm sure, dissipate into the atmosphere.
Wow.
I would assume that I know they've got a couple newer ones anyway.
Yeah, they might have like a little.
They probably have some kind of an airborne facility, I'm guessing. But be looking for the Goodyear blimp to celebrate 100 years. They're going to go all over the country.
But we also learned they don't hold very many people. 14 tops, 12 with 2 pilots, and there is a weight issue, obviously.
Yeah. And when we got on the blimp, we went to a major airport, and you get there and you get out of the car, and it's enormous. The cabin is relatively small. It's like being in a sailboat, kind of, and it sways around. But the blimp part is just huge. And did you say you read that it costs $100,000 to fill it with helium?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And there was 5 or 6 years ago, there was a helium shortage, and they thought they were going to run out of it, and then they found a big.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they found a huge. I think it's what it is. Is it in Texas? I think they found a giant helium.
Oh, party planners everywhere. Sigh of relief.
Yeah. Well, they were. It's the same way they discovered fluoride.
Really?
Did you ever hear that story?
No.
Yeah, they discovered fluoride because there was a particular community where the dentist reported almost no cavities. And it turned out that there was fluoride naturally in the water. And the same thing happened with this helium. There was a town in Texas where everybody talked with a really high voice.
Oh, wow.
And someone said, wait a minute, what the hell's going on?
And walked about 10 feet off the ground?
Yeah, and then they realized it's...
Would they need a helium fuel truck?
I don't know
That's
how
funny.
they get the
Have you
helium.
saw just trucks flying by?
I don't know how they get the helium in the balloon. That's a great question, Ace.
I don't know if they I have no idea. Is it compressed or is it liquefied? This is anything involving science, you're asking the wrong guy.
I have no idea. We need to talk to a blimp expert.
I just think blimps are cool, and it was really interesting being up at one. And they're different from a balloon because you can steer them and drive them, and so be on the lookout. And once again, my idea for the Cialis balloon or the Viagra balloon, where
blimp.
You come out after the game and the blimp is at a 45-degree angle. Daddy, why is the blimp like that? Well, Apparently they
We
took
won.
the little blue pill.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. In sports, you want to mention that game again?
Sure. Actually, I have a quick 30-second sports report.
All right.
Notre Dame won the Orange Bowl. The Vikings and Rams are moving from L.A. to Arizona. The game, who knows why. Raiders fired their general manager
and coach the same week.
And the St. Louis Blues beat Anaheim.
Woo!
Whoa.
Over to you, Christy.
I think that was just for me, that little last one.
Josh is indeed the hockey fan. Yeah, horrible fires in L.A. Terrible situation, but that's why they're moving that game.
No, Notre Dame, they won a trip to play in the program's 12th national title after a thrill-a-minute 27-24 victory over Penn State on Thursday night in the semifinal at the Orange Bowl. The Fighting Irish defensive back Christian Gray snared Drew Aller's pass across the middle with 33 seconds left to set up a Mitch Jeter's 41-yard winner with 7 seconds left.
Man, they must have been going berserk.
Yeah. Well, now
Great college football game.
We've got more
Ohio
interesting
State tonight in Texas. So that'll be the next semifinal showdown. That'll be a great game.
And we have the shoe-in of the week coming up. I've just been informed we do have Chick's Picks. So we're going to talk with our winner, who happens to be a Buckeye, by the way.
He's from Colorado.
Oh, I'm sorry. The week before was a Buckeye. The week before that was a Buckeye.
Right.
You're correct. He is from Colorado, so he may be a Texas fan. We'll find out when we talk to Rob Martin coming up later on this morning. Coming up, we have interesting news if you have an iguana in your tree. We have an interesting story coming out of Florida about iguanas.
A lot of love in the news today.
Good. A lot of what?
Love.
Love?
Love is in the air.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I'm looking forward to hearing about it. Thank you, lover.
What the world needs, man.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
And you're strapping on a guitar. And now, what are you going to play your new one here?
No, I'll play a new one.
Okay.
I'm not like Haywood. I can't write a song about 2 minutes, but
I know, but you had a really good one you played last time. I really liked. There we go. That's working.
Wayne had a wreck with a big old buzz. And you couldn't tell what kind of car that was. He rolled it in a field where he turkey hunts. That's 4 total cars in the past 6 months. But Wayne must not have learned his lesson yet. He just stuck a handicap tag on a black Corvette. Who the hell puts a handicap tag on a black Corvette? Colostomy bag and the cast is still wet. A shattered left leg with his neck in a brace. Wayne's trying to get to heaven in a high-speed chase. He's squealing tires and won't turn around. Got on a damp diaper and a hospital gown. fiberglass. Got a nurse on call and a cop up his ass. On 14 prescriptions for a compacted desk. Wayne's doctor's worried and his wife is pissed. And the news chopper chasing him up in the air. Wayne could give a damn about Obamacare. And his Allstate agent's getting all upset. Who the hell puts a handicap tag on a black Corvette?
Amen.
Let's do the big Bruce Springsteen in it.
Tim Wilson.
Hi, it's Josh Arnold from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Daddy worked to feed us kids. Nobody worked harder than Daddy did. In an old chicken house that was dusty and scalding hot. And then the steak came along and busted Daddy on 600 pounds of pot. And Mama cooked in the kitchen. Lord, I can still smell the chicken. She was active in her church and kept our torn breeches stitched. And then the steak came along, and it turns out Mama was a satanic voodoo witch. Crazy people raising babies around Rottweilers with rabies. Sometimes folks you thought were wholesome wind up doing time in Folsom. Was Sister really teaching scripture at the Sunday school? They're swapping naked pictures with a heroin mule. Was she cutting up collards and boiling corn? Or making $1 million in computer porn? Daddy worked, still selling grass. Mama jerked a knot in Sister's ass. We all did the best we could, which wasn't very good. And it kind of fades out there.
Doesn't fade out.
Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Man, they got so much stuff in here. This is badass. I swear to God it is. You wouldn't think a radio station have so many pictures. Ah, look. It's Bob and Tom. Man, something about that don't look right. Let's see if we can make it better. One down. Perfect. Hi, Christy.
Hey, what are you doing here, Donnie? You're not allowed back here.
No, it's Homeland Security. I'm supposed to come back here and check you for humps today.
You're not going to get your hands on me.
Okay, if you don't like this one, how about let me use this one? You know, the touch of a wolf is a healing touch.
No.
Better yet, how about fur on fur?
Courtesy of Q95.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Christy Lee sitting at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hello.
Great to see you, dear. There's Pat Godwin. Hey.
You're not going to mention her après-ski little sex kitten outfit?
She certainly look very cozy in a sort of a sweater.
You want a hug?
Yeah, of course.
Do you like the term sex kitten?
Sure, why not?
That's kind of a Playboy magazine 1968.
It beats sex cat, which means I'm old and
a sex kitten.
I'm an old sex cat.
Yeah.
Sex cat. That is funny.
Sex cat.
There's Jeff Oskey across the way.
Hello.
Ace Cosby is there.
Hey.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSingerJewelers.com sidekick chair, reminding you it's a new year. That means a new rose. Steven Singer Jewelers, brand new 24-karat gold roses. Peacock teal. It's very cool. Get it before they sell out exclusively at IHateStevenSinger.com. And Tom will tell you a little bit more about them later on. Tom, how are you? We have a very special guest with us.
The most handsome man in the room.
Indeed.
He is comedian Nick Griffin. Quiz time, Nick. Do you know a peacock, of course, is the male. What is the female of that particular species? Do you know?
Bird.
Tick, 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 tick. Bird is not the correct answer. The peahen.
Is that true?
Yeah.
See, you came here, you got educated.
I got a piece of info I can take with me.
Yes.
Nick Griffin. Nick
Sure you
Griffin
run
is
across peahens all the time.
Nick Griffin is a very fine stand-up comedian. He will be at the Jukebox, the famous Jukebox in Peoria, coming up starting this evening.
Yeah.
All right,
One
that'll
show
be great.
tonight, yeah.
Speaking of being other places, we're going to be in a different place coming up Friday, February 21st. At this exact moment, we will be in the Riverside Casino and Resort in Riverside, Iowa, courtesy of 100.7 The Fox in Cedar Rapids, doing a special edition of this show. And then we'll do a show that evening with Patty G, Josh Arnold, Al Jackson, and Jeff Oskey. And interestingly enough, during the morning show, our... what do they call it? Intro,
entertainment?
Interstitial, whatever that word means. Intro, outro will all be provided by Al Jackson.
He'll be the DJ of the day.
Yeah, and yesterday we talked with Al, and at some point he said he's got a line of shoes coming out.
How about that?
You got
right.
You got to do what you got to do, right?
I mean, are there any comedians that have a...
I don't think
A
so.
line of shoes?
I mean, obviously, a lot of athletes, sure, but I don't know. Air Leno, I don't know.
Be a jean outfit.
Well, who would be? Anyway, we'll find out what that's all about. But right now, we're going to check in. Did you say you had one more sports story of interest?
No.
Okay.
No.
You shot your sports wad.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. Over to you, Christy.
Well,
Now, Nick, you originally hail from Kansas City.
I do. Yeah. That's where I grew up.
But you've been living in New York a long time. Have you remained a Chiefs fan?
I have remained a Chiefs fan. I have three brothers that are just insane Chiefs fans. Those kind you see at the games that are pounding on the side of the whatever to make noise and just losing their minds. And, their whole year depends on it. But I'm more of a mild fan. I mean, I love them, but I don't. It doesn't control my day.
Do you own a jersey?
No, I don't have a jersey.
You don't look like a jersey
I have a
wearing kind
towel.
of guy.
You're not a face painter?
No.
You have a Chiefs towel?
Just a hand towel that my
like
family said. Yeah, one of those wavy.
Oh, okay. I was just envisioning you getting out,
not a beach.
getting out of the shower, throwing on a Kansas City Chiefs sarong, and walking into your girlfriend's room and going, "Would you like to see the real Chief?"
Guess what I have?
Sarong?
No, Raiders towels.
You have full-blown Raider, like big-size Raiders towels?
And beach towel.
Oh.
Wow, that's interesting because they're on the beach right now. The Raiders are going to be watching the playoffs, not from the sideline, but from their living rooms on TV.
It's a rebuilding year, isn't it?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
They're rebuilding, or didn't they get rid of both their general manager and their coach
That's
last
what I
week?
mean.
All this week, yep.
They're going to rebuild.
Okay.
Now get rid of Garner. Good.
Okay. Well, they have my favorite player, Gardner Minshew, but was injured for most of the season.
He was a former Colt, is that?
Yeah, he was a former Eagle, former
Jaguar.
Yeah.
He's been around.
Real colorful guy.
Scrappy guy.
Really fun guy. Now, Patty G yesterday played a song for us with a full band. I'd like to, if you don't mind hearing the acoustic version.
Yeah.
This is a song that we talk a lot about identity theft these days and that sort of thing. And I know right now I'm dealing with one of those credit card things for the third time this year. You know, that all of a sudden you get that phone call. Hey,
did you buy a refrigerator in Manhattan?
Yeah,
no, I haven't been there.
Yeah. Did you buy a table tennis set in Saskatchewan?
Yeah.
No. Oh God, not this again. Well, but Pat, you've had some experiences in this, and you have a song about it.
Yeah, I just had it happen 3 days ago again. This is the third time this year for me to be hacked or stolen. So this was written like a month before all this happened, so maybe I shouldn't write about it. But I have already written about it. Here we go. tell me hackers are listening to all of us on our mobile phones. Buy online, they steal your info and get in your accounts at the savings and loan. My credit's bad, I can't get a mortgage, can't even finance a late model car. I wouldn't mind someone taking my name. Give me a brand new start, so feel free to steal my identity, steal my identity. I dare ya! Na 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 na, steal my identity. My mom, her maiden name is QWERTY. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my passcode. My pet's name is Fido. Now you're in me. Look at all the stuff we owe. I had 3 surgeries with insurance, 2 on the back, 1 for the heart. They garnished my wages, couldn't pay my deductible. Take my name, give me a brand new start. Steal my identity. My social security number is 209-526-413. Write it down. Na, 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 na. Steal my identity. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My FICO score is 303. I'm a single dad, paying child support, 1 paycheck away from bankruptcy. So please, steal my identity, steal my identity. I beg you. Na 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 na. No IRA, no annuity, nothing. Na 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 na. The IRS is auditing me. Yeah. Na 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 na. Don't answer the phone, it's a collection agency. Ha! Na 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 na. Steal my identity.
All right. Thank you very much, Pat. I missed one of them. What was the last number of that Social Security number?
531.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now, we have comedian Nick Griffin in the studio with us. We'll talk with Nick, see what's going on in his life. Are you currently living alone?
Guess who's getting married?
Oh, my gosh.
No.
My heart stopped.
You had me so far.
You had me too. Wow, now we got a lot to talk about here.
I'm by myself, yeah.
I got nervous because if Nick's getting married, my lady was going to be really upset.
Yeah,
I hadn't asked her by now because she's a big Nick fan. So,
wow. Once again, Nick's on his way to the Jukebox in Peoria for some great live stand-up comedy.
Shut up, Christy.
I was talking to Nick. All those breakup songs are, like Taylor Swift level,
Sure. Yeah.
maybe 20s, 30s.
We went out for 7 years, though. That's off and on. We had a breakup there for about 6 months, and then we got back together. But my mom said, "Are you going to still be friends?" Yes, we're going to get together and giggle about how it all fell apart.
Over a warm beverage.
Well, but that's over. You're not going to get back together.
No, we're not going to get back together.
Do you still speak to this person at all?
No.
No reason to, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so hard. Everything's so hard. Relationship is like, one minute you're like, I'm in love. The next you're like, I got to get out of this. Then you get out of it and you're like, uh-oh. Maybe I was just hungry.
Well, we'll catch up with Nick and his love life, et cetera, et cetera. What have you got coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we do have love in the news.
Ooh.
Have you ever thought about implanting a magnet in your skin so you could be stuck to your friend?
I haven't.
Okay.
Boy.
Yeah.
Is this a new thing?
Apparently.
Wow.
What about when you walk by the fridge? Or
well, I mean, it's handy.
All of a sudden, you can't get off the subway.
If you got kids, it's really handy. Hey, I
lose them.
I like your daughter Hart's artwork. How come you're carrying it on your body? Oh, well, I'm magnetized. We'll find out the answer to that question. Right now, speaking of love, Steven Singer Jewelers, it really should be about love. You're supposed to go to IHateStevenSinger.com, but you'll probably love Steven Singer. I suggest that he change his website to StevenSingerSavedMyAss.com, but he didn't. It's still IHateStevenSinger.com. What's it all about? It's about Valentine's Day. It's just down the road here, and you could get yourself in trouble if you don't act now. Get this done. Steven Singer, well, he's got, of course, diamonds. That's what his specialty is. I'm talking about bracelets, earrings, of course. You can always upgrade and get full value from Steven Singer. He's got his famous lifetime guarantee. Also, he's got the roses. These aren't roses that wilt. These are those roses, 24 karat gold. They're dipped in it. And then they're treated with special kind of enamel. And this year it's called the peacock teal. So imagine kind of the backside of a peacock, all those colorful kind of Caribbean colors there. And it's a beautiful rose, and these things start at just $79. And there, of course, is that Steven Singer lifetime guarantee. So you got to look at one. So just take a moment. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Don't accept a fake. Get the real thing. From Steven Singer Jewelers, don't forget about the diamonds. He's got those, too. In fact, one of those roses with a little... maybe a bracelet hanging from it. Oh, you're gonna write me a letter to thank me.
The At Last bracelet. Highly recommend that one.
The At Last bracelet, another classic. IHateStevenSinger.com. The famous guarantee. Free shipping, of course. Once again, just visit it at IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, magnets and your love life. I can't wait to hear about that one. Also, we have iguanas in the news, and they may be falling from the sky. We'll tell you why. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everyone. If you were injured in an accident, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by right now. You can find out how much money you can potentially get for your accident. I'm Tori Schulman, along with my co-host and spokesman, Al Jackson. So, Al, tell the viewers at home who should be calling right now.
Well, Tori, it's just like you said. Anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You can find out if you have a case and how much money you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. So is that what people want to know, if they have a case, if how much money they're going to get?
That's what I would want to know. Do I have a case? How much money can I get? The accident that happened can't change, but how much money you receive can. So I encourage everyone watching at home, give us a call right now and find out how much you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. You guys heard it here first. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity and call now.
Matt Kirshen is with us in the studio, and Matt is from London, England.
That's right. Hello, governor.
I never knew he spoke like that. I had no idea until I came over here.
You talk funny, don't you?
I've been doing it wrong for like over 20 years. Like, hello, how are you? I'm just a friendly chimney sweep. Poor blimey, Mary Poppins. Let's have a tea party on the ceiling.
That's right.
The real joy of doing this, by the way, is I could do this impression in front of Americans, and half of you cannot tell the difference between my normal accent and the funny one. I know that because I've done that voice in the middle of gigs, and I could just be there going, hello, how are you? And then I don't get this joke at all. I do not see what he's doing. He says some things in an English accent, and then he says some more things in an English accent. How is this comedy? Please explain to me.
Well, we're talking with Matt Kirshen. He is from London in the UK. Did you grow up in the city of London?
I grew up on the outskirts of London, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Suburbs, if you will?
Suburbs. Very suburban.
Scotland, yeah.
No, I love the city's name. Hampshire on the Fortnight or something.
What's the name of the town you were in?
I was in Northwood, which is very unimpressive.
Oh,
no. Does that go on?
Then Stanmore.
Is that on the subway or tube line?
It's just on the
like
very edge.
The very
of it.
fringe.
The very fringe.
Is it near Sherwood?
It is nowhere near Sherwood. I'm sorry.
Could you please live near someplace we can, fantasize about Sherwood for us?
Have you ever seen Daffy Duck as Robin Hood? Isn't that hilarious?
It's the greatest.
Every day. That's just my life back home.
So did you go into one of those all-boys schools where you have to wear a little suit every day? Or?
Oh, yeah, and you have to play rugby. And,
yeah.
Dude, if you let them keep going, they're going to ask if you know Harry Potter. Defend yourself, sir.
Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom is Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
That's right.
Hey, Steven, how did you make your living, Steven?
You know, I made my living in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years, I've been a cop.
Uh-huh.
I understand Christy Lee is having some second thoughts about moving.
No, she already moved.
A lot of people don't know, but for 5 of the last 20 years, I've also been a real estate broker.
Really?
We had no idea.
I love open houses, man. Sunday, I show up, meet the owners, and say, "You get out the car! You get on the ground!" Yeah, it's crazy what happened.
Steven Seagal!
Yeah.
You Steven Seagal!
Yeah, I get that a lot, man.
And then you Steven Seagal!
Yeah. Hey, back up, man.
That's it. You Steven Seagal!
I made my living in the movies.
I'm an ass whooping by Steven Seagal.
For the last 2 seconds, I've been a bitch slapper. Steven Seagal. No, man.
Wow, you have sound effects and everything, huh, Steven?
Doug Stanhope is with us. Let's see, we've established a few things. Doug is a single man, but he's living with a woman in
sin.
Her name is Bingo.
Her nickname, yeah.
They live in, is it Bisbee?
Christy felt the need to.
You know, this is I got a great bingo story, but I like her. She's got a really
careful,
conservative side of our family that listens to your show, and I have a great story, and I can't tell it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, she's very nice. We have met Bingo. She's very nice.
Yes, she's very nice.
And
we did a charity poker event in Miami last week.
This is the card game.
Yeah, with porn stars and me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you hear poker.
Doug's naked a lot. Did I mention that?
You hear poker.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Those days are over. Yeah.
Okay.
I bloated up when I quit smoking. I just,
You got all achy?
Yeah, I get all bloated and fat, and I try not to be naked as much as possible. I'm sure Chick can feel me on this one.
Oh, yeah, I feel you, brother.
Anyway, the only point of my story is if you're gonna have a threesome in a sleazy Best Western in Miami with a giant pile of stepped-on blow with Ginger Lynn, do it in 1983. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about last weekend.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Didn't work out well.
She's nearing 50.
Hey, wait a
Things
minute.
I should have done as a kid. You know, why did I finally do this now?
Lee's right there. She is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. A couple quick things. Joining us in the studio, veteran stand-up comedian, and apparently still single, ladies. He is the very handsome Nick Griffin, and Nick is on his way to the Jukebox in Peoria tonight and tomorrow.
That's right. 2 shows tomorrow, 1 show tonight.
And then while I'm at it, Haywood Banks is going to be in Massillon, Ohio at Crackpots with a K, which makes it funnier. And then he'll be at the Funny Farm in Youngstown Saturday night. Haywood Banks live and in person. And let's see, who else is out there? Oh, I know. Kostaki is going to be at the White Squirrel Brewery in Bowling Green, Kentucky tonight. And then in Evansville on Saturday at O'Brien's Sports Bar. So some great comedy going on out there during this this cold snap, which leads us to Christy Lee and the cold snap in Florida causing a rather unusual problem.
Yeah, the residents there are being warned to prepare for falling iguanas amid the dropping temperatures.
Isn't that in the Bible?
Temperatures
There's a
are
chapter where the
forecast
iguanas are falling.
to drop into the high 30s in Florida as a cold wave takes over the central and eastern United States. As a result, cold-stunned iguanas may fall from trees where they sleep. The reptiles, which can be up to 5 feet long, that's as tall as I am, and weigh up to 25 pounds, can actually hurt you if they fall on top of you. So, as you said, everybody should wear a helmet in Florida.
It would be kind of a bummer to get hit in the head with a frozen 25-pound iguana.
Hell yeah.
Don't look up.
And you're not supposed
Get the
to
tail right through your eye.
You're supposed to leave them alone, right? You don't put them in the
Yeah,
microwave.
they're not dead. They remain breathing during this whole thing. They just shut down their bodily functions to a point where they can survive the cold for, however long it takes to warm them back up.
Doesn't a frozen iguana sound like the worst thing on the ice cream truck? I
don't understand why these aren't moving.
All you got left is or the frozen iguana. It sounds like a bad Tennessee Williams play.
It sounds like a drink you'd get in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have the frozen iguana and a pina colada for the lady.
Yeah, they usually do okay once it warms back up to about 50, so they'll be all right.
Yeah, but you don't want to get hit by one.
No, you don't.
Maybe you should have like an iguana umbrella.
Maybe.
Man, that could be an invention.
It'd have to be pretty strong, like Kevlar or something.
And maybe it cups upward.
so that you catch 'em?
Yeah.
Actually, if nothing else, that would be such a great look. Walking around with like a reverse umbrella.
Why are you late, Fred? I got hit by an iguana.
I remember I saw you sort of run from one.
Oh, I hate them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're really creepy.
And I go, what are you doing? What are you so afraid of? And you described them as snakes with legs.
Oh, I can't stand them. I was somewhere in the Caribbean once, and there the locals, if you will, they had painted up the iguanas.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I remember we were going on on this boat thing, and we went by this canal, and there were all these iguanas on top of it, and they'd all been kind of graffitied.
Huh.
Aw. Do the iguanas like being painted?
I don't know.
Did they ask first?
I don't know. They bite, right?
I don't think
they bite you.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I was going to ask. What is your fear that you just don't want it on you? You don't want it biting you?
I don't like lizards.
He doesn't like reptiles.
I mean, but what's the fear? Are you
They
afraid?
look scary. I mean, they look like they'll bite you, but they don't.
I'm not afraid of
their tail whips are really hard.
I know
they hurt really bad.
They do, but you get scared when you see
I had 2 iguanas.
Yeah, my brother
really?
had them too.
I was so white trash.
Yeah, we had a couple growing up because we were also Caucasian garbage.
They'll whip their tails. I mean, it'll cut you. They can do some damage.
Did you have the green ones?
Yeah.
What do you keep them in?
I let mine free range around my apartment.
Oh, no way. All right.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, would they eat? I would imagine they would eat bugs.
I would stop at Wendy's once like every 2 days and get a garden salad with like tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff, and just set it on the floor, and they just eat out of the garden salad.
Was it always peeled?
I have a question. Were you ever able to get a woman in your apartment?
No. Well, I only had one iguana, and I couldn't find it. I thought it escaped, so I put up some missing iguana posters around my apartment. And one morning, I was going to work, and I come out, and there was a paper box with a lid on it, and I took the lid off. My iguana's in there. I dump it back in the apartment. I go to work. 2 days later, I'm sitting there watching TV. My iguana is sitting on top of my VCR where it normally sat because it was warm there.
Right.
All of a sudden, another iguana walks out from behind the TV.
Hey, how are you?
And I'm like, and my lady friend goes, I didn't know you had 2 iguanas. I was like, I don't. And so apparently one was hiding. Someone either caught one or felt bad I lost one and gave me their iguana.
Wow.
And I had no idea because surprisingly, they look a lot alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's how I had 2 iguanas.
What ever happened to them?
I gave them to a roommate.
Oh, okay.
When I couldn't pay the rent. He goes, I want those iguanas. I was like, they're yours.
Yeah.
You mean in trade?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Really?
Oh, I was a real dirtbag. Yeah.
How much does an iguana cost?
Like $25. I don't know.
Oh, so $50 for rent must have been a nice place.
No, a lizard's $1,000.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You could have gotten another one. We told you.
No, they're typically 40.
Uh-huh.
And your lizard died, right? Last week.
Over the holidays, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry to hear it.
Yeah.
What was his
And
name?
Nick, this is
Speedy.
Pat's
My
son's
son's
lizard.
name.
Yeah.
Speedy?
Speedy. He survived 6 years, yeah.
Leopard gecko, right?
Leopard gecko, yeah.
Beautiful animal, by the way.
Very nice.
I don't know. In any event,
Had it on an IV.
Yeah.
the cold weather in Florida, the iguanas are...
Falling from the trees.
Sounds like an old Carson bit. Hey, it's so cold in Florida. How cold is it? It's so cold I had to rake up my iguanas. they're stunned in the ground. It's raining iguanas. That's my favorite band, the Raining Iguanas. What
Speaking
else?
of cold, Colorado police say a driver following his GPS took a wrong turn and ended up stranded on a ski slope. According to the Summit County Sheriff's Office, skiers at the Keystone Ski Resort encountered the sedan parked in the snow. Officials said they found a note on the window from the driver explaining he took a wrong turn while following his GPS and somehow ended up stuck on the ski slope.
Yikes.
A tow truck was called, of course, to remove the vehicle safely and return it to its
And he
owner.
had to pay $300 for a lift ticket.
Well, the snowboarders probably loved it. They were probably grinding off the bumpers and doing flips over the roof.
Yes.
Yeah. By any chance, was the GPS in Colorado directing him to the weed dispensary?
Maybe.
They're usually not right there at the ski resort.
Do you notice a lot of marijuana smell on the slopes now?
You know, I didn't. That's
Really?
it's an interesting thing that you're asking. No. And I was skiing in Nick. I was skiing in Colorado a couple weeks ago, and there are no dispensaries, at least that I'm aware of, right in the main village. But there's one right outside it. I know because we stopped there on the way. Someone in my party wanted to stop there. And they went to the it's interesting.
Did you go in?
No. I went to Starbucks. They went to the dispensary. So we each have our own poison. But
Can you light up a cigarette on the slopes?
I saw. It's funny you'd ask that too. I only saw 3 people smoking the whole time I was there.
But were any of them, when you get off the lift and you're at the top of the hill and you just want to look down, can you just smoke a cigarette? And
You could. I didn't.
You're outside.
You're allowed? Okay.
You could. I didn't. I saw 3 people smoking the whole time I was there.
See any places where they could put the butts, or they just throw them out in the
They would
snow?
Right in the snow? It seems weird.
It does.
It's like a horrible thing to do, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
With the weather in December and early January, to take off your gloves and go through all that to light a cigarette, you really got to want it.
Comedian Nick Griffin, have you ever skied?
I did one time in Boise, Idaho. At the I was working at the Funny Bone, and they took me up. And
What'd you think?
It was miserable because everyone had to stop and help you. It was if it was a thing you could just be good at, but I just kept falling, and everyone had to stop. I was ruining everyone's day.
Yeah, the first couple of days can be no
You
fun.
have to
Back to
take
my
a lesson.
iguana, for God's sake.
But yeah, I saw only a couple people vaping, but very few people smoking.
I don't see people smoking much anymore.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you see this,
In New York, when you're walking down the streets, you don't see a lot of
I
smoking.
mean, I some, but not like it used to be, obviously.
I always kind of like it. Well, good for you. Stick with it. Good for you. I just like the willful, you're just ignoring everything you know about it.
the literature or science.
Die be damned.
Yeah. What the hell?
There's a lot to be said for that.
There's something, yeah.
You see someone in the car, you're like, look at that. Look at that.
Holy cow.
That's something you really don't.
Yeah. When you do, you're like, whoa.
But we were talking about this the other day.
Yeah, off the air
You'll be driving around and you stop at a stoplight. It's like, oh my God, the marijuana smell.
Yeah, I play the who's smoking the marijuana game, trying to find who's in
Oh
the
my
car.
God! And
It's-
on the other hand, New York, in terms of pot, is just crazy.
Is it
Just
legal there?
everybody Oh yeah, and everybody smokes. And it's fine, but it's just. There was 2 guys smoking on the subway the other day, just smoking. It was late at night, and
wow,
they were.
Are you allowed to do that?
Toking it up?
No, you're not allowed to.
But
You're not allowed to take your pants down either, but people do.
Yeah. You know, as 2 weeks ago, he said, hey, no more letting other passengers on fire. Don't
Gets
do
a
that.
little, gets a little Thunderdome in the
Yeah.
this is subway.
I don't know if anybody saw this last night. The Notre Dame won, by the way. But there was a situation in which people were heaving bottles
Yes, I saw that.
They were throwing. Did you notice that? And
The
then,
empties.
And then they did a close up, and it was a Michelob Light.
Light, yeah. Michelob.
And I'm wondering, is that the latest thing in product placement? I mean, I was always surprised when they said this injury timeout, as this person's brain pan has just been shuffled.
Yeah.
It's brought to you by. Are they
It was a clear shot of Michelob Light.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if that's if they said, hey, zoom in on that. They're one of our sponsors.
I would say of all the beer bottles thrown, Michelob Light is on the lower.
Way low.
Hey, yeah.
It was Michelob Light or not Michelob Ultra?
I mean, you're going to get a Pabst bottle thrown at you. Budweiser, a Busch. But Michelob.
Yeah, they at one point.
The bottles, when the Michelob bottles were really weirdly, sort of almost femininely shaped.
Yes.
Yeah.
And their cans are still thin.
And I love Michelob. I always did.
Me too.
Was it make room for what was the jingle?
I don't remember, but I always thought it was so tasty. And even I'll have a Mick Ultra now too.
What was it?
I get made fun of. I don't know.
What was it?
What was the
Good for you.
What was the champagne of beers?
Oh, Miller High Life.
Miller High Life. And it used to be the champagne of bottled beers.
Yeah, Miller High Life is back in a big way amongst my daughters are in their 20s.
Yeah.
They both drink that.
Yeah, I got a refrigerator full of it.
Yeah, it's
From my
kind of come
boys.
back.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I forget. I'm trying to think of the jingles. I know I can hum a lot of them and sing a bunch of them. Ham's the beer refresher. Remember that one?
No.
From the
Land of
water,
Sky
best
Blue
for
Waters.
brewing. Yeah.
Yeah, from the
Yeah. So let's move forward here. We're speaking with our guest. He is comedian Nick Griffin. Nick is on his way to the famous jukebox in Peoria.
I am.
And I think that's where Kostaki recorded his album.
He did.
Once again, Kostaki is not there tonight. He's at the White Squirrel Brewery in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And be sure to go see the show and tell him what your favorite football team is so he can make fun of it. Evansville, Saturday night for Kostaki at O'Brien's Sports Bar. But once again, Nick, tonight and tomorrow at the Jukebox in Peoria. What else is new in your life? You're living by yourself in New York City.
Yeah.
Last time you were here, you said you were thinking of moving, but you're still in New York.
I'm still there. I don't know. I'm trying to be more positive. That was a big goal this year. Yeah. They say if you want to be more positive, you have to get rid of the negative people in your life. So I'm all alone now. I'm happier, but no one knows it.
Are you on the road most of the time?
I am, yeah. I had a pretty good year last year. I probably did 32 weeks on the road, and then I just do sets in New York when I'm not doing that. You know, it's. But like I said, just trying to stay positive. I don't know. I don't see many people, so I don't really. I have a sister who's a grandma, and I was thinking that you got to be positive when you can't be a negative grandma. You can't be walking around going, geez, what's the point, you know? And, my cookies suck. This is what I'm doing with my grandma life.
Well, Christy Lee, what's going on over there?
Story of a Massachusetts couple going viral. They have honored their relationship with an unusual body modification. Sadie Rindau and her fiance Hannah. Oh, Sadie is a guy. Oh, is it two girls? I don't know.
It's two ladies.
Okay. What? Sadie Rindau and her fiance Hannah Hansman each have magnets implanted underneath their skin that connect when they touch. Ms. Rindau told Jam Press that they use the implants almost daily to connect with each other.
Now,
she added the magnets aren't painful to use or to the touch. If anything, you could forget it's there. And she said it's also a fun party trick.
So they're in their hand.
It doesn't say where they are.
It
Tom.
doesn't?
It would be,
No, it
nice.
does. There's a photograph, and it looks like they're in the back of their hand.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It cost $1,000. I do know that. And it involves putting the magnet in a pocket in the skin using a needle. So it just slips underneath, I guess.
Back of the hand's not terribly inconvenient. You're sitting next to each other.
Yeah, but it's not sexy. Put them in the nipples. Now we got a party going.
I see.
You get Hannah and her sister, whatever her name is here. You get those two together. Nipple to nipple. Now we're talking party trick. Hey, girls, take off those tops. Let's see some lesbian action. It'd be also, as I said earlier, very handy if you have kids, because you can have their artwork hanging from your nipples.
Yes.
Does your see, my refrigerator doesn't accept magnets.
Yeah, I don't have one of those
I
fancy
got lucky.
ones.
Mine does. Yeah.
So, but yeah. So
I've got a ton of refrigerator magnets.
Do you do?
Yeah.
Do you buy them when you go places? Like
I do. Like a lot of those horror movie conventions, I buy. You know, I've got magnets of Freddy.
Ask Miss Hooker, I think, is in the other room. Ask her, have we ever done a Bob and Tom show refrigerator magnet?
I had some, yes.
We did years ago, yeah.
Right. They were like some of the first stuff I got from the Bob and Tom show before I worked.
There was a guitar shaped one and then the logo.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What if we should we bring them back?
Yeah, man. We should bring a lot
Yeah,
of
we
stuff
should.
back.
We're getting heads shaking everywhere.
Look at that. Jess has some right now.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, Nick Griffin, a comedian. I don't know if you have ever done any merch. I don't know, like you could do like signed Prozac.
I'm not going to respond to that.
As you should not.
No, I used to sell my CD, but that's been about it. I haven't been a merch guy.
I can't really see you doing a hard sell.
Well, yeah, I'm not good. Yeah, that's the huge part of it, and I'm always worried. And I read this about Todd Snyder that he got punched once after a show when he was by his merch table, and so he doesn't go out to the merch table anymore. And I don't know why he got punched, but
Todd Snyder's a nice guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's not particularly punchable.
No, he's not.
No, not at all.
No.
And so I don't either.
Wow.
I blame Todd Snyder.
Okay. Fair enough.
The beer run guy.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Not the designer.
Huh? Oh,
Yeah, there is a
Todd Snyder.
Yeah, there's a. I found that out.
Yeah.
I thought, hey,
Check out some of his clothes, actually.
I mean, if Al Jackson's doing shoes, maybe Todd Snyder has a line of shirts. Who knows? Coming up in the news, what have you got, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have the School of Rock in an interesting way. We have the world's famous sperm donor, and that morning cup of joe might be saving your life. We'll talk about that.
Oh, good, because I'm having one right now. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
This may take a while. So how'd it go, boss?
He said he's heard worse.
He says he's heard worse.
He says he hears worse every morning.
Bob and Tom in the morning. Louisville's classic rock all day on 95.7 QMF. Please forgive us.
My favorite news story of the year today.
Yogi in disguise.
Christy, can I just read you the headline? Because this really is mostly about you.
I know exactly where you're going with this. I know
what
exactly what story. It involves bass players. That's all he's going to have to say.
Yes, it involves a scientific study of bass players.
Yes.
And this is the greatest story.
The over-under on musicians Christie's dated, I'm going to go 12.
Dated?
Dated.
Oh, by dated, he's it's kind of a vague.
No, one date, not necessarily.
Ace is back there giggling. Over, under, 12?
Over, under 12. Ooh. Should I take the over?
No, now I have to
Just
think
first
about
date.
it.
Yeah, think about it. Put pen to paper.
But bass players in the news in a very positive
What do you define
way.
as dating?
Watch my. You see this finger?
Don't do that. No, that's not a date.
That's not a date.
Wait, so we're not talking bedded?
That's not a date.
Thank you, Josh. No, we're not talking
Dated.
bedded.
I'll say so. An intimate encounter in the back of a car is not a date.
I'm going to say no.
And
I'm
I've
going to
never
say
had that, to be honest with you.
you rode somewhere.
Hang on a second.
In the car with him, and he was driving.
Okay.
That's a date.
You have never had any kind of an intimate encounter in an automobile or a truck?
Not in the back seat.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
And under the categories are potpourri.
The defense rests.
Potpourri.
I'd like to call Mrs. Christie Roadhead Lee to the stand, please.
No.
You can do more in the front seat than that.
Potables, famous American.
Once again,
truck bed sex.
I rest my case.
Went to my first luau, which was cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. You know, they burnt the pig for us and everything. It was fantastic to see a pig come out of the ground and we just ate on pig.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it was kind of weird looking at him with his nose sticking out at you, but, you know, he was still delicious.
Yeah, sure.
I just ate from behind, you know, that's what I did.
Yeah, no pig face.
Yeah,
right, you know, no, you don't want no pig face. But my cousin them eat pig snoot in St. Louis, which is crazy. They eat the snoot.
No way.
Yeah.
They do, really?
Heck yeah, they put barbecue sauce on it and eat it. They eat the feet. Some black
Yeah, you
folks.
will not lead us astray, I guarantee.
Because I hate restaurants that have those, you know, named best barbecue ever, you know, and then you go in, it's some old burnt barbecue, and it don't taste good. I mean, they only have what you want because, you know, I'm from St. Louis. We eat rib tips, you know. And rib tips is like the top part of the rib, and you cut it in little. Oh, my good Lord.
Oh.
Thank you, Jesus.
Lavelle Crawford. Lavelle Crawford is our guest, and so far we've had a tour of Hawaii. We have yet to see anything except for a pig nose.
Well, you know, I won a luau. I won the hula dance competition.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow. You can move it, huh?
One thing I know about Paradise for black folks is just it's something black people want to do that we see white folks do that we shouldn't do. Like, you know, go on the catamaran. That's just like being out on a raft with a motor. It ain't safe. and my wife went, let's go out on the catamaran. I said, have you ever seen a catamaran? You don't even know what it is. She's from Chicago. You don't know nothing about no catamaran. And then she can't swim. She ain't never been to a YMCA, learn how to float or nothing. But she want to go out in the middle of the ocean. Wow. See, I learned my lesson with that jet ski. They flying around on that jet ski, jumping up on the water. And I realized that water's hard as hell.
It is.
Because every time you hit a wave, man, my junk was hitting me in the chin. You know, so I know what water, you know, it's dangerous out there. And then my jet ski conked out on me, so I'm sitting out in the middle of the ocean. They had to tow me in, you know, and I fell off the jet ski. I couldn't leapfrog back on it.
No.
So, no, I couldn't do it. My blood sugar got low. I just had to lay out there, and they had to tow me in. I'm looking like the Loch Ness Negro trying to come back in. People taking pictures. What they catch?
What is that?
I think it's a killer whale.
Oh,
Was that your surfer voice? I love that.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials not to hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
So how about giving Bob and Tom VIP a try? Get the link at bobandtom.com.
Not be snowing. Coming up this summer, we got some concert tickets for the Ruoff.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Jeff Oskey's over there.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Thank you, Jeffrey, Christy, Pat, Ace. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom. And Tom, we have one of our favorite people, really.
A veteran of a lot of television work, especially the old Letterman show. He is comedian Nick Griffin. Nick has joined us in the studio. He will be in Peoria at the famous Jukebox coming up tonight and tomorrow. He has a special. It's out there on YouTube. It's called Absolutely Wonderful.
That's right. Yeah.
And it is absolutely wonderful.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And we've learned that Nick is once again on his own. Without girlfriend, without.
I still pardon me. I still love her though.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
My buddy said, "How do you know you love her?" I'm like, "I don't know. What do I gotta convince you to?"
Has she moved on?
Yes, she has.
Okay, sorry.
She's found another lover.
Okay, yeah, that'll. Yeah.
But and that's hard, my buddy said, would you expect her to just stay home for the rest of her life? I said, no, I didn't expect it. I wanted it.
Yes. That's nice. Christy Lee looks like she's in her après ski outfit.
Check local listings, but it's a little chilly here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Researchers say people who drink coffee in the morning have a lower risk of dying from cardiovascular disease compared to all-day coffee drinkers and non-coffee drinkers. So that cup of joe you're drinking might save your life someday. The head of the research project stated, quote, "Our findings indicate that it's not just whether you drink coffee or how much, but it's the time of day when you drink your coffee that's important."
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That seems that's
Jumpstart your metabolism.
I guess.
Your heart. What?
Or I wonder if it's maybe the people that are drinking coffee in the morning are active and working and getting up.
I know. You always wonder if there's some other component that's.
Yeah.
And I'd like to know with these studies if they mean caffeinated or decaf, or if it matters.
It's caffeinated.
It's caffeinated.
Okay,
for sure, it's caffeine.
Because I stopped drinking caffeine after around 11 a.m. and then, but I will have a couple decaf in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it seem like when you have a regular coffee at about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, it's like sneaking cigarettes in high school?
Kinda, yeah.
And no one's going to see me. I'm getting a coffee.
Yes, I'll do it on Friday or Saturday nights. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is
the place I go a lot. They know me. So in the afternoons, I'm going a decaf. Everyone, I'll kind of look around sometimes. No.
Yeah.
You don't have trouble falling asleep if you drink coffee at 4 in the afternoon?
As you know, I can fall asleep anytime, anywhere. That's
true.
I could be asleep in 2 minutes if I went into the other room. I have that ability.
I don't have that.
That's not fair.
Yeah, I have tremendous difficulty sleeping.
Me too.
Well, that's because I sleep for 5 hours. And so I'm always exhausted.
I would kill for 5.
You don't sleep
you don't
5
even get
hours?
5?
Oh my gosh!
Really?
I always think like I have to be somewhere at a plane or on the radio or so, at my all messed up.
You are full of anxiety.
Yeah, I am. Oh, why do you say that?
Pat Godwin is going to be our headliner when we do our first show of the year. It'll be the Bob and Tom Show Comedy Tour with us. It's going to be, let's see, it'll be Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Al Jackson, and Jeff Oskey. I'll be your host. It's going to be a special event Friday evening, February 21st at the Riverside Casino and Resort in Riverside, Iowa, brought to you by 100.7 The Fox in Cedar Rapids. Ticket info right now at riversidecasinoandresort.com. And we're going to have a couple special treats for you. I can't say exactly what they are, but be prepared. That's all I'm saying. Very excited about the show. While I'm at it, I did mention that Nick Griffin is tonight and tomorrow at the Jukebox in Peoria. Haywood Banks at Crackpots, Massillon, Ohio tonight, and the Funny Farm in Youngstown, a great spot on Saturday evening. Now, let's get back to the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
The exciting world that we live in. I came in during the break, and we were all talking, some of us were talking about our teeth and jaws and going to the dentist. This is something. A Canadian student broke her jaw biting into a jawbreaker.
Well,
what is that? On the nose? What is the phrase? Truth in advertising.
Javier Weissum and her friend had purchased the 3-inch Jawbreaker candies and began to eat them. She bit down and felt pain rippled through her jaw.
Yikes.
And her friend noticed that she had a chipped tooth. The 19-year-old went to the hospital where she'd learned she'd fractured her jaw, which required surgery. She says it's traumatized her enough to avoid this candy for life. Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that early on as kids. You don't just bite into a Jawbreaker.
No. Yeah.
I guess cotton candy in the future.
Well, I bet her mouth's wired shut. Have you ever seen anybody that's had that done?
Yes.
A friend of mine had that.
Yeah, I had a friend in high school.
They had to, this is kind of cool. They had to take out a couple of teeth. They were completely wired shut. And they took out a couple teeth right down here in the front.
For a straw.
And a straw. And then he had to carry wire cutters with him at all times in case he started to vomit. He'd have to cut he never did, but he'd have to, in an emergency, cut them so he could not. What would that? You'd drown in your own.
Right. Yeah, which is a pretty rock and roll way to go, asphyxiating on your own vomit. Yeah, it's kind of rad.
Not with your mouth wired shut.
Yeah, there's you want your last thoughts to be the horrific odor that started slowly seeping out your teeth.
Happened to Bon Scott.
Yeah,
Really?
did.
Really?
Boy, oh boy.
Oh.
What's the line in where the guy dies swallowing someone else's vomit?
From Spinal Tap, I think.
Yeah,
it's from Spinal Tap. There it is. Okay.
Bill Hicks had a line where Keith Moon drowned in his own vomit. Do you know how much... in a pool of his own vomit, do you know how much you have to vomit to fill a pool?
Yeah, that guy can party. Coming up, we're going to be visited with comedian Jordan Jensen. And also we have an interesting thing going on in the world of cell phones and contemporary culture that I was not aware of. Also, remember the movie School of Rock?
Yes. Yeah.
Kind of a reunion.
Oh, cool.
Just a few days ago, and we'll find out what that's all about. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that gives you the...
Oh, yeah. So you can't see the outline.
Yeah, with jeans, it definitely gives you the J-Lo butt.
Yeah, if that's what you want.
Yeah, baby's got back. Yeah, now, Chick McGee has tried on a pair of these, and Chick is known for having no buttocks.
How much do you want on video? What do you mean? We want it all, baby. Money shot. Just like that? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I like. Let's get Christy in there. Oh, yeah. There's almost no difference. I mean, right here. This is more what they're looking for. Oh my God.
Just shot on our front porch, but you don't have to know that.
Chick, come in, Chick. Okay, Chick has okay, Chick has them on. And, oh, dear God. He's got a shelf ass.
Now, wait a minute. What did you...
I have a shelf ass.
You have a shelf ass.
I have a nice ass.
What did you do? You look like you turn around. Let me see you from the side.
I can't recommend these booty pops enough.
Let me see the profile. Oh, my God. You got a basketball in your ass.
What's going on?
No, that is not just the booty pop.
What did you do? What did you put back there?
I got attitude back there, Bob. What I got.
You got
attitude.
You got a shelf ass is what you've got.
What did you put in there besides the booty pops?
It's a little fluffy pillow.
Oh.
Well, if that's the look you're going for, yeah. You know what? All the girls will talk about you at the club. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it makes me want to. It makes me want to do a joke that only 4 of us would get, but we'd never forget the moment. But I can't do it.
All right.
No, that is
Well, that's,
you got a big
that's
shelf
really
ass
a good
now.
line. That is a good.
It makes you taller.
Look at that. It improves your posture.
What do you think? I'm not all hunched over.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it feels like I have a really awful hemorrhoid.
Well, it looks like a big awful hemorrhoid. Okay.
Oh, I got to get this off. It's really, really hot.
I'll bet. Well, you probably weren't supposed to put the extra padding in
Ass
there.
is sweating. Got this Lycra. And
Christy, is your ass really hot right now?
No.
Because Christy's also wearing the booty pop panties.
Is it breathing? Are you?
But Christy didn't put a pillow inside of hers.
I'm just.
Yeah, that's
They look pretty
probably
good,
what
I
it
got to
is.
tell you, Christy.
Do they?
Yeah, they look very nice.
If you're into that
It's a
sort of
little
thing,
warm. You don't like a big butt?
not that shape. No.
Oh.
Well, it's not. It doesn't make. It doesn't make your ass look huge. It just gives you more lift in the back there.
Yeah, it looks
rounded.
a little.
It's not making your
It looks
hips
like
hips
the butt
wider.
is too high.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me see. Let me see one more time.
You want to feel it too?
Just turn to the side.
Oh, feel it. Oh,
Go over and feel.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. There you go. Come on.
Yeah, squeeze it.
Come on, Tom. Go over there.
Tom. Go,
squeeze.
baby, go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We wrote a 10-minute song about Chick capping the oil spill.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
What?
Anybody want to hear this?
Yeah.
What now?
I don't.
No, I'm puzzled. Chick McGee capping the oil spill.
Yeah, we just thought up a stupid little song. The problem is you got to get somebody to be able to go down that deep.
Right.
It's humanly impossible
I've been
for
down
somebody
80
to do that.
I've been down 80 feet.
So the first part of the song has to do with getting Chick's blood pressure down enough to where we can get him down there.
Oh, gosh, yeah. My impending death. This is hilarious. Go.
There we go.
Yeah.
This may not be funny. I don't know.
Well, that's all right. So
You
far,
couldn't measure Chick's blood pressure. It was 20/10 or less. Chick had been married about 13 times. He'd fought the IRS. Chick was immune to pressure. His heart would barely beat. And the question was, could Chick McGee go down 5,000 feet?
I don't know. All right.
Getting my bearings.
Fair enough.
Chick scuba died for sucking treasure and sold the gold he'd found. And one day Chick bought a submarine. He could take it a mile down. Wasn't any telling how far down Chick would dive. Would it go down to the bottom and would Chick still survive? Christy, don't move the paper while I'm saying.
I was trying to help.
Could Chick cap off an oil spill? We'd have to oil spell. Can I do that
oil
again?
spill.
Could Chick cap off an oil spill? We'd have to wait and see. He'd pump gas at a Chevron and Chick to despise BP. Now you can hurry him. Wouldn't want to do it quicker. Chick would pump gas at a Chevron and Chick despised BP because the BP station had a guy with a mullet and an Aussie satin coat who'd stand in the road and yelling at cars trying to sell some stupid boat.
that guy.
Donnie Baker, yeah.
Chick stopped the spill in about 10 minutes and came back up for air. Then he closed the hatch down one more time and drove it back down there. And Chick mooned Donnie Baker on the BP camera a mile down at sea. And Barack Obama, that's what's known as audacity. So don't tell me about audacity. Let's find somebody who can whip the ass of somebody at BP. Don't tell me about audacity. Yeah, show me a man that's smart and gracious, a man that's sort of spacious. The man who defines audacious. Chick McGee. The song would have been better if Christy had moved the paper quicker.
Yeah, I have to blame Christy.
I apologize.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
For a great show coming to the Ruoff this summer. We'll tell you all about that in just a few minutes.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show, broadcasting from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. We're live, and there she is, my friends. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Oh, hi.
Pat Godwin's over there.
Hey.
Jeff Oskey across the way.
Howdy.
Ace Cosby's there with a joke of the day coming up. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold of the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. There's Tom. Tom, we have one of our not only favorite comedians, but favorite people with us this morning.
He's the very handsome comedian Nick Griffin. I always say that to get the ladies juiced up in case they want to go see him. He's at the Jukebox, Peoria, Illinois, USA, tonight and tomorrow. And Nick is a veteran of the David Letterman show. How many did you do altogether?
11.
11?
That's 11 more than I did.
What were you just on?
The Tonight Show. I did it like 2 months
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great set.
It was
by the way.
interesting too because I tried to get on like 3 years earlier and I couldn't get on. They just didn't like the material, and I was at the Comedy Cellar one night just doing a set, and I had a decent set. It wasn't great, but it was decent. And I got off stage and this guy came running up to me going, "Hey, I really love the set. I'm the booker from the Tonight Show. I'd love to get you on the show. Just send me your set written out and we'll try to figure something." It was just out of nowhere. It was one of those things where somebody important was sitting in the audience.
That's awesome.
On the show,
You were great, too.
So you had to write it down?
Yeah, I just wanted it in, I guess it was for the lawyers.
That's fairly standard.
Yeah.
Did you type it on a computer or did you write it by hand?
I typed it on the...
Oh, that's a professional.
Did you do that in Braille or did you?
No, I'm asking for...
What kind of question
Right. I think
is
it's a
that?
good question.
Because
you know somebody is saying
I was so stunned by that question, I had to think about it.
Did you
because Nick, when he said it, if you were looking at him, he took his hand and he went like he was writing. And that we had a funny story about that yesterday. Remember the bank robbery story?
Yeah, a guy tried to rob a bank and his note was so illegible that the clerk didn't know what he was trying to do.
It was like right out of that Woody Allen movie you were telling me about.
Yeah.
The guy...
So he left. He scurried out of there.
I mean, that's hilarious.
It is good.
What is this word here? Gum?
Yeah.
Well, you got a what? Where it was in California, right?
I thought it was in Colorado.
Oh, you're right. Here it is. Yeah, Colorado suspect wanted in failed bank robbery, handed teller note that was illegible. Is the news story here? The teller struggled to read the note, and apparently the man became frustrated and ran out of the bank. So, what's next? Texting? You hand them your phone? No. Flip it over to the next page.
Well, that's what... Didn't Josh have that? You had the emoji joke about you're going to hand the phone with the emoji?
No, I believe Jeff.
Oh, yeah. He'll just have like the bag of money and a gun.
Hold the phone out.
Yeah, just hold it out.
I mean, that doesn't sound crazy.
It doesn't.
No, I can see that happening.
Somebody's going to do that.
Oh, wow. Scary.
I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't already happened. You just haven't heard about it.
Good point. Christy Lee, once again, at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to meet comedian Jordan Jensen. But right now, it's Christy with her après ski look. I like that, Christy.
Thank you.
You look like a little snow bunny, little sex kitten.
I do like skiing. I will say that.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't been in about 6 years, but I enjoy it a lot.
Me too. It's fun.
A new toaster-shaped device may prove to be the future of phone charging. It's called the Swip Pit.
What?
Or Swipe Pit. Do you think it's Swipe or Swip? SWIPPITT.
Swip it?
Yeah, or it might be swipe it real quick. Who knows?
It's making its debut at the CES Tech Show out in Vegas. It has a hub with 5 fully charged batteries and a proprietary phone case system. And their phone is in the special case. You need to only drop it into the slot in the hub, and it replaces your drained battery with a fully charged one in 2 seconds.
2 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so I get it.
Yeah.
So they're staying, the things stay maintained. Okay.
It's got to be Swip It.
It's not charging your phone, really. It's just replacing the battery.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Those are charging in the hub.
Yeah, the batteries are already, so this thing, you just drop it in there like a toaster, and then it just immediately pops back up it's got a fresh battery in it, which means the case is going to have to be really fat and heavy and thick.
The device, apparently the first of its kind. The system expected to ship in June. Prices start at $450 for the hub, $120 for the cases.
Oh, okay.
Really? You need that?
I don't need it.
Is there a
Do you
demand
need
for
it?
that?
No, but I bet there's a demand for it. There are people who live on their phones. So,
but even if you do,
but for work-wise, I'm talking about. So,
I mean, you can have most of them. The newer ones now go certainly all day.
You're the one that's probably on your phone the most, I think. Do you get a full battery charge a day?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
on a plane, whatever, watching a movie, reading a book, get there, you got many hours of time.
Mine's about 3/4 of a day because I still have a 10, and they've already pumped in the viruses to make sure, which is proven. I don't want to hear any argument.
That charge.
Well, there's a picture of this thing. Yeah, it does look just like a toaster, but yeah, I see how it works. The case. If you've ever seen those things you carry around that are like an auxiliary battery, I forget what they're called. I've got a couple of them.
Auxiliary battery.
Those there's some zip something or whatever. But so that's what these are in effect. So it's instead of just carrying around an auxiliary battery for it, so you can charge it on the run. You're doing this thing. I wonder if you can also make toast with it. That'd be cool.
Cool if it cleans your phone at the same time. Like you got phone soaps, which I use all the time.
The phone sterilizer?
Little coffin type thing. You put your phone in and it sterilizes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then it's made in China. It takes all your information and sends it to the Chinese. Did you know that, Josh?
I have no doubt, but I'm still using it.
You see, Nick, we should explain, Josh has kind of a thing about that. About the
About communist China being bad? I do.
Yeah.
Call me a weirdo.
So, okay, this thing, this is not going to fly.
Well, apparently they think it is.
It's not.
They're going to start selling them in June.
How many people really need to charge their phone in 2 seconds?
I don't know, Tom. We'll find out.
And you've got to have this giant toaster to haul around with you? No.
No, it stays at home.
Yeah, it would stay at home.
Yeah,
what if you're on the road?
Yeah. Your battery runs out on the road, then
I think this will sell, and I just think we're in the minority. We don't use our phones like a lot of people.
Each put $100 down.
For what?
To invest in this.
Oh, no. I have no interest in that.
I understand it's best used, by the way, while standing in a bathtub, like a toaster. Now, do you want to tell Nick about your hot dog toaster?
I have a hot dog toaster, Nick. It's looks like a traditional toaster, and you can put in. What is it? Because I got you guys some too. Is it 4 hot dogs and 2 buns, or 6?
I think it's 4 and 2.
Okay, yeah.
But the hot dog's going vertically, right?
Yeah, and it heats them up, and
it does nice work.
Steams the bun.
Yeah,
my daughter took hers to college.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's where it's fun. That's that kind of thing.
Oh,
yeah.
It's weird looking.
Why do
it
you
looks
do
like a toaster. I think it actually looks kind of classy.
Yeah,
because the holes they're round, right?
Yeah, that's how hot dogs are shaped. Last time.
Well, I mean, someone didn't know what it was. What the hell's that?
Yeah,
thing?
they would probably go, "What is that?" Yeah, there you go.
They're going to hump it.
Is that what's going to happen? For God's sake.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Now that I see it, it does look.
Oh, oh wow, yeah.
It looks fun.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
the buns go here.
Is that literally it?
Well, I've got the 4.
Yeah,
I've got the 4-dogger. That's a 2-dogger there. But
that's
literally.
That's
and
the
just
lesser.
for the record, the buns actually don't fit in it very well.
You have to smush them.
Smush them to get them to go in the toaster.
Yeah,
and then they don't pop out really well.
It's not an ideal appliance.
And then it does lead you to one of the classic hack jokes of all time. Why are there only 8 buns when there are 10 hot dogs?
Sure.
Which I think is that still a thing?
That the numbers are different.
Well, now the hot dog people, they got smart. Now only 8 hot dogs in a lot of the packages.
With the same price, I'm
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you guys? I'm old enough to remember when they came out with bun-length dogs.
Oh, sure.
Changed the industry.
Oh, we all. There was a big celebration.
Hot dog history.
Now, why didn't they just get together and make the bun fit the dog to begin with?
Chinese. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, they were behind it for sure.
Josh, did you ever try the dogs with the chili inside?
Ooh.
Back in the day, man.
I do, and cheese. They used to have
right. Like when they came out.
And like a Hot Pocket, they were very hot.
Yeah, those were.
Do they still make them?
No, I've not seen them.
I haven't seen them either.
Yeah.
That's a lot of manufactured stuffs.
Do they still make the they're not cheese slices. Do they still make the peanut butter and jelly pre-done slices?
I don't know.
I've seen them.
Wasn't that a thing for a while?
It was. Yeah, they came like Velveeta slices or.
I knew the peanut butter. I didn't realize.
American cheese.
Is the jelly slice much like a fruit roll-up or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You can still get goober, the mixed
Yeah, the peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, which I, no thanks. I'm fine with.
How lazy are you, really? Someone in Madison, how lazy are Americans?
I'm Uncrustable lazy, but not Goober lazy.
The PJ Squares is what they were called. They were discontinued.
Oh, okay.
But the Uncrustables are
They're
rocking.
huge.
That's a fine product.
My son, that's changed
My kids lived on them.
Changed my life at home.
Yeah.
We just had a big story about Uncrustables.
Yeah, they're big in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
In the locker rooms.
Yeah.
By the way, somebody, a kind listener, wrote in and said, "Hey, here's what you do with an Uncrustable. Don't thaw it for 30 minutes on the counter. Put it frozen right in your toaster, and you get it.
4
And
minutes.
I'm telling you, it is perfect.
Incredible.
Are you serious?
That's Jimmy's favorite. My
the
son.
inside is still cold.
It's great,
but the outside is nice and warm and crisp. It's fantastic.
I love off-label use of things.
Yes.
Not drugs, but off-label use of Uncrustables.
Right,
That's what this show is all about. Right now, I want to tell you about those Raycon earbuds. We're getting love letters about the Raycons. Raycon earbuds are about half the price of those white ones that keep falling off on the floor, falling out of your ears. The Raycons have a multitude of gel tips. Did I get it right? So you can get them to fit your ears.
Yeah.
And they've also got 32 hours of battery life, which is amazing. If you're getting on a plane or getting...
That's more than a day.
Thank you. Except if you're in Canada where it's Celsius.
Oh, okay.
Dear Tom, you dumbass. They have multi-point connectivity, so you can get together with somebody else and both listen to the same thing. Maybe you're watching a movie on the plane. They have active noise cancellation, which means I see your lips moving, honey, but I don't hear anything. You can listen to whatever you want to. It's all about you and having fun and enjoying what you like to enjoy. Thank you, Raycon. And Raycon has something going on today that's rather interesting. 15% off the normal prices site-wide. That would include then the over-the-ear headphones, the earbuds, et cetera, et cetera. So see what I'm talking about. Visit buyraycon.com/Tom. Once again, that's buyraycon.com/Tom. The perfect gym buddy, your Raycon earbuds. That way you don't have to hear the guy on the treadmill next to you jogging and farting. It's happened. Just saying. Okay. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Coming up, comedian Jordan Jensen will be joining us, along with Nick Griffin. Nick on his way to the Jukebox in Peoria, and Haywood at Crackpots in Massillon, Ohio tonight, and Haywood at the Funny Farm in Youngstown coming up on Saturday. Kostaki, Economopolis, Bowling Green tonight at the White Squirrel Brewery. That was White Squirrel, not White Squirrel. And in Evansville tomorrow night at the O'Brien Sports Bar. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Just before we went back to air,
we were talking with Theo.
Theo threw a new word at me, and
a new phrase.
I'm not aware of this. There is something out there called the Lucky Pierre. which, well, Theo, you didn't really give me much information, but go ahead, flesh this out for me, literally.
It's something that I've heard that the kids are doing. It's
the kids would be you.
Yeah, you're a kid, huh?
Yeah, well, in this story, I'm not the kid in this one. It's if there's a threesome going on, which I enjoy.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Now, threesome. So threesome would be, say, you and two ladies.
Yeah, me and two ladies.
Yeah.
However, if it's three fellas, then I've heard the term.
What?
Yeah, there's a thing. It's they used to call it the train back in the 70s, but
three guys.
If it's three guys
and no ladies,
and they call the guy in the middle the Lucky Pierre.
Do they now? I don't see that being all that lucky.
Lucky
or the manata. That's what I've heard it called as well.
There you go.
The
Man.
manata.
Oh, well, this will help.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Hey, Kenny, how are you?
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm at ATL. Just got in from ORD through DF Dub. I had to call you guys. You got the new Barstool guys in there, huh?
That's right. Yeah, Pat McAfee, Todd McComas are here, yeah.
I know. Listen, Pat, heard you walked away from some major coin guy. I love it. Power move. Way to blow up the flow chart, Shooter. Now, get this. Holbeck, he was the GM of SmearCorps. His brother, not the one who ran Lucom into the ground. No, the older brother goes by Merck. He was pulling almost 40 G's on straight commission, and one day, just like you, up and said, my work's done here. Didn't even give the standard 2 weeks notice, and word has it he's making twice that much now with the remote-controlled chip clip people. So almost exactly like your deal. Dot to dot to dot to. Hey, Stud, I was going to ask you. Hang on, I got to take this. Get Tarmac. Hey, Shooter, we just landed.
No, we're still here.
No,
what about me?
Through RD. Not much. I'm just on hold right now with that idiot punter that walked away from like $500 million.
Wait a minute.
You're not on hold.
Yeah,
Just
that one.
I can hear you.
I'm going to pitch him, but I just want to wait to make sure this isn't some sort of publicity stunt. The focus group loved it. It's a spin-off idea. The sports fan that eats too much cheese and ODs on the ultimate nachos every Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, we love it. It's called Barstool Softener. Well, yeah, the logo's the same, but our Barstool, zoom in. You'll notice the legs are a little, see that? The legs are all tapered, all four.
Sure. Is he going to re-say this? Because he's talking to somebody else.
The money's in the detail, Mike. Listen, I got to take this. Hey, Pat, love the ballsy move, guy.
Hold on, Kenny.
Let's reload for next week. I got bored now before all these Zone 4 peasants get in my way. I'm calling you from Phoenix. We just landed.
Okay,
Let's
thanks.
move, Shooter.
All right, buddy. Very helpful.
There is that fear for me of doing the person and them not liking it. It's a very real possibility. Like, for example, recently I started doing the voice of a British action star, Jason Statham.
Oh,
love that guy.
My man crush. I love
Terrific,
that guy.
right?
Bank job.
So my fear is, though, because I didn't know whether to do him in the stand-up special that I mentioned is coming on in Showtime in the summer. So I struggle with doing it because I am afraid to do his voice and then get a call from him in the middle of the night. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Why don't I tell you, mate? I'm the bloke who's going to rip you into little pieces. Then I'm going to swallow those pieces before you die. And even though that doesn't make sense, I don't want that call.
I don't blame you.
So fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that guy, too.
Oh, he's great.
That's Kevin Pollak.
Jeff, Ace, myself, Josh Arnold, and there's Tom. And Tom, we're joined by some terrific guests this morning.
Yes.
In the interview loft, veteran stand-up comedian Nick Griffin. Nice head of hair. I've always thought Nick looks like a private detective. And then we have, with her Cossack hat on, she is Jordan Jensen, comedian, dog owner.
What's a Cossack hat?
Those Russian sort of, it's similar.
Yeah.
A giant teddy bear on my head.
It is a nice giant teddy bear, yeah.
You're looking great. And what's the name of your dog?
Coyote.
Coyote, but Coyote's a she coyote?
She's a girl, yeah. We're both boy girls.
Mm-hmm.
Tomboys.
That's so nice. Coyote just barked at me.
Yeah.
I was trying to be nice.
It's because she wanted you to, she had the ball and you weren't throwing it. And she's
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I see. I thought she'd smell my dogs on my shoes and get a kick out of it and wonder what's going on.
She views you as a vessel for a ball.
I see. Now, we have not met before, Jordan, and it's nice to see you. I know that you're a friend of Nick's.
Hi, Nick.
You're
Hi, Jordan.
How's it going?
It's going really, really well. They've been grilling me since I got here.
We're talking about Nick's love life.
I'm always very curious about it. He talks about it on stage a bit, and I'm always wondering.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Is it?
Well, yeah, it's just constantly not succeeding.
Yeah, same.
You know, to kind of steal one of Nick's jokes, his love life is kind of like sweatpants, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's...
You know, you see someone in sweatpants and it shouts failure.
Yeah.
Not trying.
Now, but you've only been married once, is that correct?
That's correct, and I'm trying to avoid being divorced twice, so...
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking that I would get divorced if I got married a second time.
Do you date comics?
Never dated a comic in my life. I don't think I've ever made out with a comic.
Wow.
Huh. Now's your chance.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about...
Step right up.
No, I was talking about him and Oskar.
Oh, yeah.
Not only...
I think Nick is handsome.
Yeah, that'd be a double first.
Yeah.
Go gay and go comic. Now, are you a single lady?
I'm single, yeah.
How's that going?
It's great. It's, the only problem with being single as a woman is people just try and make you unsingle a lot. And they give you lots of advice. And they give you, they constantly are being like, this, if you just did that. I'm getting a lot of infographics sent to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like the Instagram ones that are like, you deserve a love that is steady. And I'm like, dude, I'm eating dry Nesquik with a spoon right now. This isn't for me. You know what I mean? A lot of that, a lot of advice. Do you get advice as a man about being single?
I don't get advice, but I do get critique that I'm too cynical and that you can't think that way. And I'm like, but that's how I think. I can't change my thinking.
Sure.
Do you have high standards?
I've been working high standards.
They got to be babes?
I mean, not in apartments, but yeah, I guess in relationships. I think I have. I think I do. I don't know. I just like who I like.
And do you like a woman who's interested in the stuff you're interested in?
Oh, sure. That's a huge help.
Well,
yeah,
no wonder
absolutely.
you can't find one.
Yeah, exactly.
That's mean.
No, I'm not kidding. Nick is interested in horror films. And
I do. I love horror.
Same, me too.
Well, maybe we've made a love connection here, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you see Nosferatu?
I still haven't seen it. Josh over there has seen it and really liked it.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Robert Eggers can do no wrong in my book.
A lot of tits.
Oh,
sorry.
Well, have you seen Disclaimer?
No.
On Apple TV? A lot of everything. Have you seen it yet, Christy?
Not yet. I'm a little busy right now.
I thought you were going to go. You were going to.
I'm trying. Okay.
Okay.
This weekend I'll get to that. I promise.
And I'm telling you, your husband's going to call me.
Who's in Disclaimer?
I have no idea. I don't. All I know
Kevin
is
Kline.
Tom must have gotten laid because that's all he's talked about since the
Crude way to discuss it. It's actually kind of a very serious, serialized movie, really, on Apple TV. I think it is. But
is Kate Blanchett in that?
Yeah, and she's amazing in anything. But she's terrific. It's a very complicated story. But there is a lot of
sex.
Put it this way, it makes the scenes in Body Heat look like.
Oh yeah, Body Heat was hot.
Yeah, well, this yeah.
A lot of sex.
Well, Apple TV is like subscribing to a porn site. I mean, how hard it is to get on there. And you got to unsubscribe after a certain amount of time, or you'll get malware.
Yeah, you're right. Jordan Jensen is our guest. So you're a single gal. Where are you from?
Ithaca.
Ah,
yeah.
Home of Cornell University, of course.
Boy, that's a pretty place.
Cayuga, Lake Cayuga.
Mm-hmm.
Were your parents professors? College professors?
No way. Poor carpenters. They did go to Cornell.
Oh, good.
Which is cool. But no, then my mom and dad were contractors together. My mom became a lesbian, which is crazy that my dad didn't know she was gay because they were contractors together.
The tool belt didn't tip him off.
Dude, there's like pictures of her pregnant with a mullet and a tool belt on. Like, how did you not know? It's so crazy. They looked identical. Like little, it's crazy. He was like, I got the only straight girl on the rugby team. Like, no way. It's crazy.
That's fantastic. That is so interesting.
Yeah.
Are your parents still with us?
I have 3 moms, dead dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mom married Michelle. Michelle left my mom, and then Michelle got with Donna. So we view them all as like 3 moms. Because lesbians, even though they break up, they stay together because they don't have the male evil gene. And then they collaborated on raising the children.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it turns out if you remove a penis from the equation, you really get a lot of like harmony.
Yeah.
I've heard my lesbian friends, it's nothing but drama.
It is drama, but there's always love. There's no sacrifice of the child. There's no your mother's a...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's just a tribe of witches.
Is your mother still a contractor?
Yeah.
Really?
So you have a coven of mothers.
I do. Do you
have siblings?
I do. I have a sister. Who's a real estate agent, which is awesome. So I just bought a house from my sister. Now my mom is remodeling it right now. I wanted my mom's guys to remodel it, but she has sent a picture of her.
Ithaca?
Yeah, in Ithaca.
Wow.
Well, it's outside of Ithaca. It's like in farmland. It's sick.
That sounds wonderful.
It's tiny little 1840 brick. house.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's haunted for sure.
At what point did the situation emerge about your mom? How old were you?
I must have been about 7, and she hooked up with my dentist, who was a woman, and I walked in on it.
Oh.
And I thought the dentist was trying to kill my mom.
Oh.
I was like, why is she stabbing my mom with that space weapon?
Hey, wrong cavity, lady.
Yeah. It was one of those rabbit ones. Remember those rabbit ones?
Oh, yeah.
Those were crazy.
Effective, yeah.
They're still out there.
Those are nuts. They weren't crazy.
Now, was your father still alive at the time?
He was, yeah. He was very upset about it. Yeah. I think he was happier. I think when she first left him, she got with hotter men than him, and he was really upset. So I think when she got with women, he was like, yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I remember I found a whole bunch of his porn hidden under the tub, and I was like, what's this, Daddy? And he goes, that's your mother's lesbian porn. And I was like, what? There's men and women kissing on it.
Under the tub?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because he was a carpenter, so he had all these secret places.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, lots of secret places.
That's
I
fascinating.
love secret places and houses.
Oh, I do. I love that. Yeah.
One time he made me hide. He was like, we're building a house. Go get a toy to hide in it. That'll be like your treasure. And I got a little teddy bear, and he put it in the house. In the middle of the night, I went into his room, and I was like, Dad, we gotta go get him out of there. So we had to go in the middle of the night, open up the wall, and pull my teddy bear out because I was worried about him being alone.
Are you going to put secret places in your new house?
There's already secret, very haunted, scary places that I would like there to be less of. You know what I mean? There's all those weird crawl spaces on the sides that have goblins in them. Yeah. So I've made my mom install a bunch of lights in there so that I can turn it on and make sure they're not in there. But I think everywhere is haunted. I think my hotel room's haunted right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I could feel it. It's too big. That's what it is. I live in New York. I'm used to living in a shoebox. Like, this room is way too big for me. There's ghosts in here. You know?
We're speaking to comedian Jordan Jensen, by the way. I'll reintroduce her. Also hanging out with Nick Griffin. Nick, on his way to Peoria's famous jukebox.
It is famous.
Tonight and tomorrow. And
Nick, you haven't been in New York.
I've been on the road a ton.
Nice. How is it? Are you dying?
Yes.
I know. Dude, it's so crazy. One flight ages me 4 years. It's unbelievable. No matter how short it is.
I don't even get upset anymore on flights. I just close my eyes and just shake my head.
Yeah.
Do you read a book, listen to music, anything?
Well, I try to take the first flight out and the first flight back, so I'm usually kind of half asleep or asleep. But, I'll sit there and fiddle with my jokes and stuff.
Because I recently went to Las Vegas to see the Eagles at the Sphere.
Right.
And on the way back, a guy sat next to me, got on the plane, no book, no headphones, nothing.
It just freaks Tom out that people can just be.
It's called raw dogging.
Yes. Yeah, it's Putty. He was.
Yeah, he was famous for that.
I was like, wait a minute, what do you...
You can just be.
No, That's boring.
I am surrounded in things on the airplane. I have like nicotine zins. I have a book. I have another book that I'll never touch. I have a movie going. I usually, what ends up happening is I have all that shit or all that stuff, sorry, and then I'm watching the TV of the person next to me. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I watch an entire movie on somebody else's screen.
That you can't hear.
That I can't hear. But for some reason, because they're watching it, it's more interesting to me.
Now, what is your policy on...
Seat back.
No.
That's funny though, but that is a question that comes up.
If we all go back, we're all having a good time.
No, but I mean, we were having this discussion off the air about the front. I think there are certain things that. I mentioned that movie Disclaimer that I was watching, and there's like 7 episodes. We'd watched 5, and I was wondering maybe I can watch the last 2 on the plane back from skiing. And then I realized, wait a minute, this is really graphic. If they'd have any flashbacks, there's going to be a bunch of nudity. That really isn't, I don't know who's going to be sitting next to me. Not appropriate. I was telling this to someone, and they said, oh, well, so-and-so doesn't care. He'll watch whatever. That's not...
It's Chick McGee.
Yeah, it's Chick.
He will watch whatever he wants on there. Yeah.
That's not fair.
We were watching...
Well, life's not fair, Tom. I don't know if you know that.
Jess Hooker and I were sitting next to him on a plane. He was watching Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, my gosh.
That is insane nudity, like in some scenes.
There was a doctor on their laptop watching like surgeries.
Oh, that's...
And I was just passing out. I was just fainting behind them, and they had no idea. I was just like, can you please turn the brightness down on your screen? I was dying.
Now, Tom, that guy that was sitting next to you on the flight back from Vegas, who seemingly was just sitting there, there may have been a lot... He may have been trying to come up with alibis. If you're on the flight from Vegas, your brain might be working.
A lot of
And then he ended up watching me do. I was doing whatever connections and archived Wordle
was he
games.
Talking to you while you were doing?
Oh yeah, then I see. He said, he goes, so what's that there? I said, oh, this is called Connections, and it's a game. And pretty soon, well, hey, these two go together. And
oh, I bet you love that.
An over-the-shoulder phone game guy?
Yeah. Boo.
You left that part out. I know how much you love that.
Made me just nervous. The guy just sitting there the whole time, staring straight ahead.
Was he watching the flight tracker? That's what's really weird when you see him.
No, he was just staring at nothing, no book.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I can't deal with it.
Yeah, I couldn't do that either.
No, I got to
I wonder
have
if he's super smart or super dumb. You know?
Yeah,
If he's super smart, then he doesn't have to. He doesn't need any more information. In life,
or he's working on quantum physics.
Yeah,
right.
Didn't have any hand luggage. Coming back from Vegas, no coat.
He may have been a hitman.
Might have been there to kill you. Yeah,
could be. Let's get back to our guest. She is Jordan Jensen, comedian. You are prior to being a stand-up comedian. Anything interesting in your life?
I used to be, because my parents were. I was also a contractor.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So
handy with tools.
Handy with tools. Not a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like that?
It's okay.
And then I started my own business in New York, where I figured out that I could steal 100% of the lumber from Lowe's because I was a woman, and I would steal all of the lumber, and then I would build people things, and I would keep the money. And I've since had to go back and apologize to Lowe's.
I think so.
Did they accept your apology?
Turns out, if you steal from a big enough corporation, when you make amends to them, they do just accept it. Yeah, they go, they go, okay, great, please leave here now. Yeah.
We're glad you feel better.
Yeah.
This is kind of a bummer for us now.
Yeah. But I used to just like build. I mean, if you're a woman and you go into Home Depot, you can leave carrying like a full table saw, and they're like, the door for you, my lady. It's crazy. It's crazy.
What are you best at? What's the best thing you can build?
I've built houses, but I just can't do like furniture and small mitering crap.
You want the you build the big stuff. Good for you.
I like mason work, and building. My dog really wants that ball. And
I know. I'm gonna have to climb up and go in there.
We can't have this. I mean, this dog's just been right here. It's a menace.
Yeah.
My God,
it's crazy.
This is a professional radio show.
I was trying to figure out someone just grabbed my ankle.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go. Oh, it's the dog.
All of a sudden, it's a petting zoo.
There's a feral. There's a feral quality that I bring to every room. And
well, we'll get back to the action here in just a second. Christy Lee is climbing over
the journey of Natty Gann in
the table. and grabbing the doggy's little ball. A couple quick things. Nick Griffin, as I mentioned, Peoria, the Jukebox, tonight and tomorrow. Kostaki, the White Squirrel Brewery. Bowling Green, Kentucky, tonight at the Evansville's O'Brien Sports Bar. Saturday night, Haywood Banks, Maslin, Ohio, tonight at Crackpots with a K. And then tomorrow, Haywood's in Youngstown at the Funny Farm. Those will be some great shows with some great comedians. Hope you get a chance to see all of them. Also, I'll remind you, we've got our show On the Road coming up just around the corner. It'll be a Friday night in February at the Riverside Casino and Resort with Pat Godwin. Hi, Pat.
Hey.
Josh Arnold. Hey, Josh.
Hi.
Al Jackson. Hey, Tom. And Jeff Oskey.
That's right.
They're very good. We'll be doing our morning show from the casino. A special room there at the Riverside Casino and Resort, courtesy of 100.7 The Fox in Cedar Rapids. Hope to see you there. Details are posted at riversidecasinoandresort.com. It will be, I guarantee, a lot of fun. Right now, I want to say hello to my buddy Steven Singer. Steven Singer Jewelers. Something interesting going on right now. Valentine's Day is just down the road. This gives you an opportunity to fail. You must do something here or you're going to be in trouble. Don't believe her or him when they go, I don't really want anything for Nope, that's the devil talking. You got to get him something. I recommend diamonds. Jewelry is always a big plus. Steven Singer's got real diamonds. He's got the best. Also, he has these roses. The brand new one is called the Peacock Teal Rose. Kind of like peacock colors, kind of a Caribbean feel to it. And when I say roses, I mean real long-stemmed roses dipped in 24-karat gold. And, of course, a lifetime guarantee like everything at Steven Singer Jewelers. Free shipping, as always complimentary. Once again, it's IHateStevenSinger.com. Don't accept fakes. Get the real thing. Steven Singer, IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everyone. If you were injured in an accident, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by right now. You can find out how much money you can potentially get for your accident. I'm Tori Schulman, along with my co-host and spokesman, Al Jackson. So, Al, tell the viewers at home who should be calling right now.
Well, Tori, it's just like you said. Anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You can find out if you have a case and how much money you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. So is that what people want to know, if they have a case, if how much money they're going to get?
That's what I would want to know. Do I have a case? How much money can I get? The accident that happened can't change, but how much money you receive can. So I encourage everyone watching at home, give us a call right now and find out how much you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. You guys heard it here first. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity and call now.
Brian Johnson, first the lead singer of AC/DC. For those of you who never heard him, he's like a pirate.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time tonight, right? Hey, matey, we're going to roast up shore and give him a nice concert for a good hour and a half. And he can like it. Yeah. He goes. He
sounds like.
He comes and he goes, Jimmy, me son, I'm somewhere in Europe, and someone said that there's a guy named Jimmy Brewer doing the hokey pokey. Because I challenge you to come up on stage with me at the show I'm doing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Right? Sounds amazing.
Right.
We're at a club, and he's doing a benefit. And so some of the guys from AC/DC and Deep Purple and all this jazz. And Brian Johnson goes up on stage, and we rehearse for about an hour. He's like, okay, I'm going to go out, and I'm going to bring you out. And like, are they going to like this? Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it.
Uh-huh.
I said, okay. All right. Well, when do I know to go? The guy will come, and he come and get you, and you'll be on the side of the stage. He come and get you. All right. So I'm on the side of the stage, and I get engulfed in the show. Uh-huh. Lights go down. The first song. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow, they're playing Shoot the Thrill. The floor is rocking. Next song. Back in black. Wow. Chicks are now climbing men's shoulders. I want a better view. help. Third song, it's silent for like an hour, it's about 3 minutes, and then the bongs of the bell. Bong, bong, they're playing house bells. Place is ready to riot, and the guy comes and gets me, and he's like, all right, kid, get on the side of the stage. Hokey pokey right after hell's bells. All right. I said, no. He's like, yeah, no, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. So I'm literally watching them like, Satan coming to you. Hell's bells. Like, there's no way that puts your left foot in, your left foot out is gonna go up.
Oh my God.
But I was just talking about things that are disappearing. Like the sound of a typewriter is going away. I get it. I mean, I understand all this stuff. But like that little ding when you pull in the gas station, if you're under a certain age, you have no idea what we're talking about.
Right.
How true.
Just things.
Remember when they used to give you all kinds of things when you got gasoline, like glasses?
That's what Bill was talking about. Yeah.
Incredible stuff.
Even albums and stuff like that. I mean, I guess if you went to school at a certain age, you wouldn't remember what albums were or certain things. I mean, I saw a list of those things the other day with people that have.
They're all disappearing.
Yeah.
Customer service.
Yeah.
Totally gone. No, customer service now is everybody can understand, but nobody can help you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I understand, sir. Yes, I know. There's nothing we can do. That's just how. I was on a plane and they had the intercom turned all the way up to like 10, and it's right above me, like blowing out my eardrum.
Yep. Yeah.
So I asked the stewardess, I go, is there any way you can turn it down? She's like, no, I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. It's like, really? They installed an intercom at 10 without a volume?
There's no volume.
They're going to
control
listen
on
to it, and they're going to deal with it. That's how we're doing it on this airline.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I hate flying. I hate flying like Nigerians hate spam filters. You know what I'm saying?
There's a...
I have a bean for lunch and then a bean for dinner.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. People say I got a bad break. Hey, man, what's going on? Yeah, this is so cool, man. I can't believe it. All right. I love the Bob and Tom Show because they represent America, the Constitution of the United States, and I live in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah, so anyway, I was asking, somebody told me that you are a mayor in Hillsboro, Ohio. That's got to be really interesting. Tell me about it.
Hey, Mr. Potter. Hi, Building and Loan.
Oh, gosh, Yogi, I'm all sticky. Hello, this is Droopy Dog. Hello.
Hi, welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. I am your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Thank you very much. Thank you.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Hey, looking for the link to sync with Bob and Tom VIP? Yeah? It's right there at bobandtom.com.
Once again, she's at Helium tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to get back to the action. Coming up, the shoe-in of the week. We have Chick's Picks. We'll be getting to our special guest in just a moment.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, here live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Tom, we have some wonderful guests with us this morning, and I believe we're going to have another one on the phone.
That's correct. With us in the studio, comedian Jordan Jensen. She's right over there. And then comedian Nick Griffin. He's over there, as you can see. Jeff Oskey, of course, is here with us. At the Silac Insurance News Desk, it's Christy Lee. Pat Godwin. Hi, Pat.
Hey, Tom.
We got a full house here. And let's see, this is Tom's. Oh, Ace Cosby took the beard off. I think it looks great. Sans beard, Ace. But right now, we are not joined by Chick McGee. He has been sick all week. hoping to feel better by Monday. But he has submitted his picks. They've been given to you, Josh. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And we are joined by contestant Rob Martin, who was our winner Week 18 in NFL action. Rob, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Although it sounds like you're right here. You're in Colorado?
Colorado Springs.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Are you a skier?
I used to be, not anymore.
What happened?
A little problem with the knee.
Ah, yes.
Don't let that stop you, Rob. My knee blows, and I just skied for 10 days. Well, Rob, congratulations. You won Week 18. Week 18 with your picks, so you get to pick against Chick. Now, Chick couldn't be here, so Josh is in his place, but these are the picks that Chick made and submitted via text. What have you got over there, Josh?
Well, I've got Chick's picks. Rob, do you have a particular team that you're a fan of?
I am a fan of the Cowboys.
Ah. Well, we don't have to worry about it.
Well.
No. And you know why they're called America's team, right? Because they'll be home watching the Super Bowl with the rest of America.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
And as you know, Chick is a huge Washington Football Club fan, despises the Cowboys.
Yeah, but his team's still alive.
I was hoping to talk to him, actually.
Yes, Chick is actually taking Washington. They're getting +3 at Tampa Bay. And, of course, Chick is picking his team. Rob, what do you say to that game?
That game, I'd be going with Chick on that one.
Okay.
I like the Washington team this year. They're a good young team.
Christy, your husband is a big Green Bay fan.
Go, Pack, go.
Now, the Eagles -4 versus Green Bay. Chick's going with Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Rob, your thoughts?
Yep, I'm with Chick on this one. Got to go with the Eagles.
Why don't you two just get married?
Okay.
Chargers -3 at Houston. Chick likes San Diego.
Ooh, I like the Texans in this one.
Oh, okay. What are you saying here, Jason?
What's the spread on that?
I don't know. I'm actually guessing at these because all I have are the game lineups. The picks aren't even on here. The Ravens are -10 versus Pittsburgh. That's for the hell of it. Chick picks Pittsburgh. There you go. What do you say, Rob?
I'm going to go with the Ravens on that one.
Okay, all right. Denver getting 10 versus Buffalo. Oddly enough, Chick picks the Arizona.
Well, then I'll pick the Cowboys in that one.
Oh, yes. All right. Fair enough. You know what? I like Buffalo. I'm actually going to pick Buffalo there.
Okay. Very good.
Buffalo's who I'd go with. Yeah.
Yes. And Minnesota, the Vikings getting, this is what Chick likes to say, a -1 and the hook. Tom.
That's very nice.
1.5 versus the Rams. What do you say there, Rob?
I think the Vikings are the better team. The Rams have a lot in their mind, I would think, right now.
All right. Okay, cool. Well,
wow.
That's all pretty interesting. Rob, are you at work? Are you at home?
I'm at home.
Okay.
Getting ready for work.
Getting ready for work. What do you do?
I'm a senior buyer at a medical device manufacturing company.
Ooh.
Oh, so you actually do the buying. Ah.
Correct.
So you buy, what have you bought recently?
Some kind of rectal thermometers? I don't know what.
MRI?
Nothing quite like that. Just all the parts to build the products that we make for our customers.
This is what they call serious business job.
We have no business conversation.
Yes. He has HR people, and he has to behave and be a real human being, unlike what we do.
Correct.
Do you have a dog, Rob?
I do not.
Oh, because one of our guests has a dog in the studio with us.
Well,
she is Jordan. Do you have a cat?
We used to. She passed not too long ago.
Wow, this is really going. This is really going well. How are your parents doing? Are they still with us?
Hey, Tom, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Hey, do you know what the socks said to the pants?
Oh, wait a minute. What did the socks say to the pants? I don't know.
What's up, Britches?
That scared me. Rob's joke of the day brought to you by Sleep Number.
Ace's stealing your thunder, dude.
Should have said underwear.
You see what the joke there is. Never mind. Rob, thanks and congratulations. And you won yourself that $500 gift certificate from Steven Singer Jewelers. I hope you have someone you can buy some nice jewelry for. Perhaps it's yourself. I don't know. I don't want to take any more chances here.
No, it's going to be for my lovely wife, Donna.
Okay, good. And she's still alive.
alive, thank God. Would have been. Oh, you'd be amazed the mistakes I've made on the air, asking people stuff, personal questions.
Yeah.
In the audience, the front row of the audience, the amount of times that I've been like, "You guys are a beautiful couple," and they're like, "This is my sister." I mean, I have pushed stuff. I've harassed people until finally they were like, "It was a suicide. It ruined my life," and I'm like, "Great, we're happy you showed up to the show."
Yeah, you've never style. Yeah. I really can't tell the whole story, but it does involve blindness and ice picks.
Yes.
My God.
Yeah. I should never have asked. Rob, what a great pleasure speaking to you, sir. And congratulations.
And you as well.
And please get your knee fixed and go skiing again, for God's sake. You're in Colorado. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rob.
All right.
Thank you, Rob.
Good man.
It went well. Yeah,
Circle
asking.
your picks there, Josh, so we remember on Monday.
No, nobody.
Now, Chick is over 500 against the spread, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
This season. So, and he'll post his real picks on his various social media platforms. You're welcome. Thank you. We have to go over to the news desk. We've got Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What have we missed?
Police are calling the couple behind the heist Mr. Clean or Miss Dookie. That's because they're looking for a man and woman in connection with a burglary at a Family Dollar store in Mulberry, Florida. The sheriff's office there says the man walked around the store gathering nearly $500 worth of cleaning items, while the woman distracted employees by relieving herself by defecating on the floor.
That's not a bad misdirection.
Then they fled in a white van.
That'll certainly.
I've got it.
An employee had to clean up the mess that the woman left behind. Sheriff's officials released images of the two suspects and asked if you recognize Mr. Clean or Ms. Dookie,
Interesting
or if
that
you have any information.
She's the dumper.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got pretty good photographs of her.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it's that is so rough. Yeah. But I mean, Family Dollar. What do you expect?
What? Don't expect.
Wait a minute.
I mean, this isn't going to happen at Nordstrom's.
You don't know that.
You
are such an elitist.
You really? You're
so
just
funny.
figuring this out?
That's what you took away from, well, what do you expect when you go to Family Dollar?
I mean, if I go into Nordstrom's and there's a woman taking a crap in the shoe department, I'm quitting the Nordy Club.
Oh my gosh.
You would yell at her, hey, go back to Family Dollar.
Come on. This is not Nordstrom's behavior. They have a toilet here. What's wrong with you, madam? Ironic, the guy's stealing cleaning supplies.
Yeah.
What a weird thing to steal.
But Josh is right. That is quite that's going to take your attention away from anything else.
Oh, yeah. But I like that she went, hey, I got this.
Though, if I'm an employee at Family Dollar and they're like, hey, you now have to go clean that up, I'd be like, I am now an employee of the Dollar Tree. Because I'm not cleaning that up for what you're paying me at Family Dollar.
Oh, is that I'm not really familiar with these stories. Is that a higher level of...
I think they're pretty equal.
It's about even.
It's a lateral.
Even.
Yeah, lateral move.
Lateral move, sure.
5 below is just above,
Yeah.
of course.
Right.
Because,
yes.
So they totally pee on the floor there, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you very much. We're going to find out more about our guests in just a few minutes. I will point out the following. Haywood Banks, Crackpots coming up tonight. And then the Funny Farm in Youngstown, Ohio on Saturday. Crackpots is in Massillon, Ohio. And Haywood's going to be our in-studio guest in a couple of weeks. He's got a gig coming up right around here that'll be very interesting. And then I'll point out that Kostaki is at the White Squirrel Brewery in Bowling Green, Kentucky tonight for some great stuff. And he's in Evansville Saturday night at O'Brien's Sports Bar. And Mr. Nick Griffin, very handsome man, single, looking for love. And he will be in Peoria at the Jukebox. Wouldn't it be great if Nick hooked up with somebody?
well, sure. I always like when my buddies hook up.
6 months from now, he calls up and he goes, hey, you're not going to believe this. This lady
You think
can't-
you're doing good wingman work.
Yes,
over here.
this is classic.
And Jordan Jensen will be at Helium in Indianapolis.
Also single man.
She's a
Do
lady.
you hook up at shows ever?
Never. Not
neither.
probably, God, since the 90s or something.
It's too much. I'm sleepies.
Yeah, I want to go home.
Yeah.
You've never hooked up with a guy after a show?
Well.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Once again, we're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Now, when you first got out of the Marines, didn't you have to be an usher like at your sister's wedding or something? What was that story?
Right. When you come out of boot, first of all, let me just say I was engaged once. And the girl kept the ring.
Oh, no.
That was 2 hours of salary gone. All right. No. When you come out of boot camp, you're ready for anything. I mean, you know what I mean? Outstanding. That's the attitude. Outstanding. That's the Marine Corps. When I came out of boot camp, my sister got married. She had me seat the people at her wedding. They'd come walking up to me in front of the church like, oh, you must be Patricia's brother. Sit down. Shut your pie hole. I don't want to be your friend. 200 people showed up. I put them all in the same row. Tighten it up. We don't have all day. We are totally uncomfortable. Outstanding. Shut your cake hole or pie. What do you eat, cake or pie?
Oh, my God.
Comedian Greg Hunt.
Why can't we have single vows? How about some single vows?
Single vows?
I vow to be single?
How would
Just
that
some
work?
vows, do you promise to sit all by yourself in your quiet apartment with your frozen dinner and your stupid pet fish? Yeah! Never have a ride to or from the airport? Yeah! Sign me up! Parked in lot 88Z, schlepping your stuff.
But I want to clarify for Christy, because I know Christy's a big Catholic, and I grew up Catholic. I was an altar boy as a kid, and I think Jesus is a great role model, but I think he's kind of like the popular guy in high school where everyone says they're his friend, but he wouldn't name you as one of his best friends. Like if you asked him who his best friends were, he'd be like Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Matt Damon. And you'd be like, what about Mike Birbiglia? He'd be like, I feel like I'd recognize his face if I saw him, but the name doesn't ring a bell. Jesus has a lot of Twitter followers.
He does.
Actually.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna have a wedding agreement I'm putting together right now. I've been writing it over here. The girl's gonna have to sign this before I get married.
Okay.
Number one, at no time will your rear end be wider than your shoulders. Okay. Number two, your eyebrows will number 2. Normal size, not super skinny or painted on, thus reflecting mental illness.
It's all making good sense so far.
So far, keep going,
We will have a dog for me to play with and for you to care for. Same with children.
By the way, Greg is serious about that. We've had that conversation where you don't say that in joke form. No. You don't do your version where you've said to me, I want a girl to marry who we can get a dog and she'll take care of the dog when I go on the road. And that's one of your prerequisites.
And pick me up at the airport in your SUV.
You've had this conversation.
Why limit it to an SUV? Why not a limo?
Because you want to drive it.
Limo's a good idea, Bob. Good idea. I like limos.
Now, Maria, you're originally from Duluth.
Originally from Duluth.
And you made how did you make the transfer into the transition into stand-up comedy? Did you have regular jobs?
Well, I worked as a secretary, and I missed that. I missed the camaraderie because you don't always get to see people on the road as a comedian. So, I miss that. Where do you want to go for lunch? What do you want to get for lunch? Where do you want to go for lunch? I get like a sandwich, something, or like a salad. I mean, maybe we go to someplace I get like a Diet Coke. We could go to Quiznos. Yes, we could. Yes. I like the drama, like don't touch Donna's label maker. Okay, no, don't even look at it. Why? Because she bought it with her own money. Oh, enough said, sister. Why don't you tell Donna to keep her mitts off my freaking tape dispenser, which she should know is mine because it's clearly labeled. Oh. Let's get mad. Who stole my key lime pie yo play? Wasn't me. Did you eat my Southwestern style lean cuisine? No. Did you eat my half chocolate rabbit I've been gnawing on for 5 years? It's basically only half a head and an ear with a soft baby blue ribbon wrapped around it because my ma gave it to me for Easter. Yes. Don't. It took you too long. I had to scrabble it up in my chops. But yeah, I used to work as a secretary for a long time.
Yes, you've been around.
Yeah, I've been around, and I used to work as a Star Trek character in a touring show. I did a Star Trek character.
Oh,
We
really?
go
What?
Wait a minute.
Mall openings and Jack in the Box promotions around the country.
Which
What
Star
character?
Trek?
Well, I was a Bajoran, which is from Deep Space Nine. Not many people. Greetings, I'm Major Lilanka, the planet Bajor. Get the F away from me. All right. That was most of my job.
What is the name of the tribe, the people?
The Bajorans.
So they're Armenian.
Jordan.
We were like the Jews of your World War II. And we were decimated by the Cardassians, which are.
And the Kardashians definitely Armenian.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They're lizard-like people. And all I have left of my parents to remember them by is this bloody paper doll. That looks like a napkin with some ketchup on it from this food court. Oh, so you're a denier of the Holocaust. I see. Well, why don't you wait for your wife to come back from the Chico's where she's buying a boxy jacket.
Maria Bamford is our guest.
This paper doll.
Did you?
I haven't seen Chick look like that in a long time.
Did you ever work at a theme park as a character or anything?
They trained us at a theme park, and it was in North Carolina, so it was a very it was a place where people wore a lot of religious kind of rock star T-shirts where they'd go like, "Come follow Christ, he's going to be seen at the mega," that kind of thing. So I did a little work there, but I'm not very good at talking to strangers. Trying to get people interested in talking to me. It was just terrible. It was mostly that, like, greetings. You got makeup all over your face. You mean my genetic makeup? I'm very different from you.
Studio, Jordan Jensen. She's at Helium for some comedy tonight and tomorrow.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show here at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio. Isn't that right, Jeff Oskey?
Ow! Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk. Hi. Ace Cosby's across the way. Hey. Pat Godwin in the music room. Hello. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. And Tom, please introduce our wonderful guest this morning.
I'd rather not.
Well,
let's just move forward. Okay, I will. Okay. Comedian Nick Griffin, a good friend of the show, one of the funniest guys we've ever had on the show. He's so good, and he's going to be live and in person in Peoria tonight at the Jukebox and tomorrow night. Mm-hmm. So maybe take your, as Jeff would say, take your lady.
Yeah.
And
as Jeff would say.
You know how I'm always saying that.
Time, yeah.
He always refers to his girlfirlend as his lady.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it just feels weird being 50 and saying my girlfriend. Like, she's my lady.
Yeah, but at least in American English, there isn't a good word.
What do you say?
I love saying my girlfriend.
Yeah, I think girlfriend is completely acceptable.
It's just hotter and cooler.
I don't get why 50 years
Sounds
ago
younger.
Whatever, people would be offended by that.
Sounds younger.
Yeah. Well, I know in your case, but I was just...
I'm so sorry. I wonder if she calls me her boyfriend.
Oh, that's not what she calls
I'll have to ask her.
On the last couple of years.
How do we feel about partner?
I don't like it.
Well,
I don't like partner. It sounds too businesslike.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me of the lesbian moms that I have. Yeah.
You're in the business of love, Tom.
Yeah, but it's. I understand what you're coming through. You're trying to sell it that way, Ace, but no. Well, my partner and I
think if you say partner, you're insinuating that it's a gay relationship, right?
No. It started that way.
Right.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Now, comedian Jordan Jensen, you have 3 moms, essentially.
3 moms.
Yeah.
Not all in a partnership.
Okay, right.
And once again, you're
throuple, right?
More of a blood pack.
Your mother is a gay woman, and she's
single with 2 dogs. She's John Wick. She's got 2
okay,
big
so
pit
she's
bulls.
not married to any other ladies.
No, she's done. She threw in the towel. She had so many women throughout her life. She's sick of them. Now she just listens to YouTube.
We had an interesting story. 2 women, I forget where it was. They've gone viral for putting magnets in their hands.
Yeah, so they can always be connected.
So they, quite literally, this is like, what do you call it? The body modification.
Yes, that's exactly what you call it.
They've each got, as I understand it, a magnet I can't figure out if it's in the palm of their hand or the back of their.
Probably the back, I would
So if
think.
they break up, do they have to turn the magnets around so they won't
so they'll repel?
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's a good question. Yeah.
And that was sitting there for the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely missed it. I'm turning in my card.
One of my favorite magnet stories. Not that I have a lot of them, but Chick McGee, who's not here. Remember the magnet story?
Oh, the degaussing story?
Yeah, this really cool magnet his dad brought home.
Yeah, if you worked in, way back in the TV business when I worked in the television studio, they had these big degaussing magnets.
And degaussing would, you went up to the TV, you'd move stuff around.
Yeah, but it
would permanently ruin the television.
One of the perks of not having Chick here is we don't have to listen to his stories.
Sorry. But I'm just wondering if these women took their magnets and went up to the television set, couldn't that like undo their?
They're not strong enough.
Wouldn't it undo would it be strong enough to undo their credit cards and stuff?
Or their phone? Could it mess up? It must not.
No,
yeah, you're
it
right.
couldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think so.
You think this? I don't think this is going to take off as a thing.
There's some joke in here about chick magnet.
Yes, there is.
Right.
There is.
Just want to throw that in.
You guys do the math.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. What else do we need to know about Jordan Jensen? Single lady, mother of a beautiful little doggie who's running around our studios.
Yes.
And the little doggie's having a really good time.
She might poop somewhere.
That's all right. One of us usually does every
Okay,
night.
great.
Somebody dollar store. Right.
Yeah, we have. Are you? Do you mind if I ask? Are you dating? Is that a fair question? Are you?
I'm not dating at the moment. I've been in like an on and off again relationship for like 3 years. Which is really good for my health and sleep and rest and longevity in general.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nothing like walking on eggshells.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of done with dating. I tried the dating apps. It's a nightmare. You go there. Most of the time it's somebody who's looks really good on screen, but then is neurodivergent. The word I want to say is autistic, but I won't say it because we're on air. And
well, thank goodness.
Yeah. But no, and also I have to date men that are more masculine than me because I'm so masculine, which they end up being Republican or the meanest people you've ever met in your life or the dumbest people you've ever met in your life. And there's no masculine men in New York. It's all little NPR tech boys.
No offense, Nick.
No offense, Nick.
Do you
Nick
consider
sits here with his legs crossed?
Gene, you consider yourself
Nick is actually
masculine?
braiding my hair right now. Yeah, totally.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think so, John?
I have. Yeah,
you have really long, beautiful hair.
I have long, beautiful hair. Yeah, but I'm very masculine. I love trucks.
That's fine.
Construction.
But I wouldn't refer to you. You certainly aren't butch looking. Is your mom? Does she?
She's
affect,
Rambo. Yeah,
she affects the butch look. Does she?
Yeah.
Rambo.
She literally wears a bandana like this direction around her head, not behind the hair.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Do people sometimes think that you're gay?
Every single person men that I'm currently having sexual intercourse will look up at me while we are having sex and say, "Are you gay?" And I'm like, "Are you gay? Because you're the one having sex with a man."
This got very complicated and maybe a different
Tell me
line of
about
questioning. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now we need to check in with Christy Lee. She's right over there. You can see her. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah, we missed a story out of Missouri where they rescued an escaped monkey wearing a pink tutu recently. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office said the unusually attired primate managed to open a door and escape from its home near the town of Otto. Are you familiar with Otto, Missouri?
No, but I'm very familiar with Jefferson County.
Okay.
I lived right on the border of St. Louis County and Jefferson County.
The spider monkey
There were rock fights across the...
The spider monkey was spotted at a highway intersection where responding deputies surrounded the errant animal. Sheriff's officials said after careful negotiations and some coaxing, they were able to get close enough to go hands-on with the subject and bring the bananas situation under control.
Oh, having a little fun there.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, here's a picture.
Oh, spider monkeys are so cute.
I've heard the word spider monkey for years. What does a spider monkey look like?
I'll show you a picture.
This thing is about the size of a cat, house cat, kind of.
I think it's the Ace Ventura one.
They're similar. They or it is.
Oh, is that a capuchin?
It's been so long since I saw Ace Ventura. I don't know what that looks like.
This little guy.
Is it thin?
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, there. That's a spider monkey. Oh, I see. Oh, it's a little. Yeah, I see that.
And she's got a little tutu. I think the tutu probably is to cover the diaper, I'm guessing. No?
Probably.
Yeah, that's much more attractive than a diaper.
Yeah, of course. Oh, it's so cute. Look at that little girl.
Can you imagine if your dog
brought home a spider monkey?
Encountered a spider monkey? God, they would flip out.
Did you see while we were on vacation, I think it was in California or something, maybe Oakland, they pulled over a guy for a DUI. He was in a Rolls Royce and he had a spider monkey baby in his pocket of his coat.
Really?
Yes.
No, this sounds like the beginning of a really bad movie.
Yes.
Rolls Royce, spider monkey in his pocket. This guy.
I saw a guy in Texas with a pet monkey, and it was like sitting with them at the dinner table. And I was like young enough that I walked up to him and I was like, "What? Why do you have a monkey here?" It was a Texas, and the monkey had a little diaper on and was playing with like forks. And he goes, "The monkey tells the police if I'm having a seizure."
Wow.
Wow, cool.
And I was like, what does it say to the police?
Hey, officer, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. My owner's having a seizure, and I would like some fruit. But then I realized that, like, if the cop picks up the phone and hears a monkey, it's probably like, oh, that's Richard, the guy who has seizures, because there's a monkey on the line.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Do they run over and pull his arm and like?
I don't know. I think it was the same way how I say coyote is a service animal. You know what I mean?
Your
It's
dog,
like,
yeah.
I just want to have a monkey.
Well, there are seizure sensing dogs.
Yeah.
But
that's
man,
probably real. Maybe he has little cards or something.
I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah, we had a helper monkey in here one day.
A capuchin.
And
it was a capuchin.
That had been being trained for what, 3 years or
yes,
something?
it was a service monkey, and it did help, retrieve things from cabinets. And yeah, I'm not kidding.
Wow. How great would that be at the supermarket if they, to the high reaching stuff,
Yeah,
you just
it'd be
call
great
down
for
the
me.
monkey and it runs down the aisle and climbs up there and grabs you rice and beans. And
Wouldn't you rather have that than a robot?
Yeah, all day long.
Absolutely.
Go to the grocery store, you had little monkeys. When I was a kid,
I look like a monkey at the grocery as I climb up the shelves to try to reach that
See,
stuff.
you could just call the service monkey button.
Exactly.
You could go around the grocery store with a little monkey on your shoulder
I'd
and go,
love it.
I want the grape nuts, and he flies up. And,
I would love that.
all the notice that all the healthy stuff is either way up or way down.
Of course.
They don't want you to get it.
Nope.
I see. Oh, so now coming up, what have you got over there, Christy?
Well, speaking of monkeys, we have bananas in the news. We have an interesting story about college students and phone calls.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing about not using the phone from people of a certain age now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a thing.
Makes sense.
That's my kids.
Yeah, I was not aware of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. We'll find out all about it. Also, Pat, we got to get a song out of you.
Whatever you need.
What do you got?
I could do a song for Jordan, maybe.
You can?
Sure.
Oh, cool.
Well,
all
wonderful.
right. Jordan Jensen, our guest. We'll look forward to that, certainly. Right now, I want to remind you once again about the high quality of the Raycon earbuds. The Raycon earbuds cost about half as much as those little white ones that keep falling out of your ears. They've got gel tips that are adjustable, so there's an array of gel tips. You get the ones that fit your ears, and those Raycon earbuds aren't going to fall out. The new ones, 32 hours of battery life, and we get love letters from folks that checked out the Raycon earbuds and bought them because they're so great. You go to buyraycon.com/Tom to get 15% off site-wide. That's right, all day today. 15% off. That includes the over-the-ear headphones as well. So check out the earbuds with active noise cancellation and also something called multi-point connectivity so that a couple of you could be in the plane, both listening to the same movie while you're watching it with your earbuds on. Once again, Raycon's everyday earbuds available in a variety of colors. I forgot to mention that earlier. Then that would include blush, violet.
The forest green is right there in front of Jordan.
There we go. Forest green, blue, et cetera, or get the good old-fashioned ones in white like I have. Raycon earbuds. Once again, it's buyraycon.com/Tom. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
We have Etta May in the studio with us. Etta May is the mother of several. What is the official count now?
4.
Okay, great.
Not counting my husband. Yeah.
You're done, right?
Thank you. My oldest boy, Bud, is 17, and then Corona, she is 16, and Miller is 13, and then Jack is 8.
There's a theme there.
Well,
Jack.
no, trust me, after the third one, I had graduated to hard liquor.
Understood.
It helps. And Jack is just a dream.
Is he?
My little 8-year-old. He started kindergarten this year, so we're very
He's 8?
Wow.
Yeah. Chick, take you back, doesn't
Yes, it does.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that kid's huge. Nothing like being 20 during your senior year in high school.
You're popular.
Yeah.
You can drive and
Drinking.
oh, yeah.
Okay. Drive your buddies around.
Yeah. So we're very proud of him. And my 17-year-old is problems are arising. And I'm seeing flags. Let's put it down. The other day, he walked in the house. He had pierced his bottom lip.
Ooh.
Jeez.
And tried to hide it from me. It's like, you know what? Be a man. Own it. Don't hide it. And it's like, hello, you got a spike sticking out your bottom lip.
Man up.
I might notice that at breakfast when Cheerios keep getting hung up on it. Yeah, my son, for his graduating class, now looks like a ring toss game. Okay? Yeah, he tries to hide it, and it's like, hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to my room, okay? And it's like, come here, what's the matter with you? Why are you talking? Come here. And I said, put your hand down. And it's like, oh, honey, what did you do? And I said, did that hurt going in? Did it hurt coming out?
Oh.
Hey, any holes be put in my kid's head, I'll do it. The problem is the kid he runs with. That's the bad influence. This kid has so many piercings, he looks like he was attacked by a nail gun, okay? Somebody from Home Depot did a drive-by on him. I mean, I call him Tackle Box.
Sounds attractive.
Oh, yeah. Gunner, you can take him fishing.
Really?
He's got a couple fish hooks right here.
Oh, yeah.
About 13 lures in his ear, a couple sinkers coming out of his nose.
It's convenient, yeah.
The kid can't even walk past my refrigerator without all the magnets going.
Hi, everyone. If you were injured in an accident, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by right now. You can find out how much money you can potentially get for your accident. I'm Tori Schulman, along with my co-host and spokesman, Al Jackson. So, Al, tell the viewers at home who should be calling right now.
Well, Tori, it's just like you said. Anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You can find out if you have a case and how much money you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. So is that what people want to know, if they have a case, if how much money they're going to get?
That's what I would want to know. Do I have a case? How much money can I get? The accident that happened can't change, but how much money you receive can. So I encourage everyone watching at home, give us a call right now and find out how much you can potentially get.
Thanks, Al. You guys heard it here first. Take advantage of this amazing opportunity and call now.
I had a moment where my girlfriend thought she was pregnant. And by the way, if ladies, if you suspect that you're pregnant, tell the guy during the day. Don't wait until you're about to go to sleep.
Oh.
Because that's what she did. She's like, I have a cramp. I might be pregnant. Good night. I'm like, no.
Good night.
I don't think so. I go, well, let's find out. Well, what are you going to do? So I, hauled butt to Walmart.
Yep.
And
got a test.
Got myself a little test.
Doctor in a box. Yeah, I know.
2 o'clock in the morning. And of all the times to get recognized. I walk into Walmart in the night shift. Hey, Fluffy. I'm like, oh, great. What do you need? A miracle.
All right, here's some tickets to a Grateful Dead concert.
Right? So I found the aisle where they sell the pregnancy test, and I realized something. Walmart has figured out the evolution of how life works, and they put it in aisle 4. As soon as you turn the corner, you see condoms. Then you see lubricant. The next to the lubricant, you see pregnancy tests. The next to that, you see Pampers. Next to that, formula. And at the end of the aisle, they sell beer. It's a full circle.
From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Heck of a morning so far, Tom. Great guests. A lot of fun.
Now for some schooling.
Oh, yeah? We're gonna learn us something?
Well, in a way, yeah. We have two professional comedians in the studio here. Actually, more than that, technically. But guest comedians that are pros. Nick Griffin, just on The Tonight Show not too long ago.
Yeah, a couple months ago, yeah.
And then we have Jordan Jensen. She is a very fine comedian. And yet, I always say the same thing. At the peak of his career, Tiger Woods still occasionally had a swing coach, needed some help. And we have for you right now a little lesson in how to do comedy from our own Ace Cosby.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Jordan, a little bit about myself. One thing I can't deal with is a deck of cards glued together.
No, you certainly can't deal with that.
I had to think about that. It's brought to you by Sleep Number. That's right. The joke of the day by Sleep Number. Choose your ideal comfort on either side with the Sleep Number bed. The lowest price of the season right now in the top-selling i8 smart bed can be found. Plus, special financing. It's the best savings time, and it's a limited time only offer. See your Sleep Number store or check out sleepnumber.com.
That was inspired by Josh because he sits here and plays with those cards you gave us for Christmas.
Yes, he does.
I gave everyone decks of cards with my face on them.
You guys
and our faces.
And your face, too. Is each individual pack. That's right. Very special.
Yeah.
Very special.
Have you had any good luck playing solitaire with those?
I haven't played solitaire, but I just like to...
Because how would you like playing with yourself?
Sure, yeah.
Tom.
But usually it's with my penis to ejaculation. Is that what you wanted?
That's what he wanted.
Sir?
Exactly.
Now, I know that Jordan has to split, I believe, very soon. Pat?
Yeah?
You told me you were working on a song about our guest, the lovely Jordan Jensen.
I want to do something just right for her. I'm a fan. Her clips have been popping up on the internet, and when she came in today, I said, oh, that's that person I love. She's so terrific. But I want to do something that's tailored to her, though. I can imitate anybody. It's a useless talent.
Okay.
I have no style of my own. Jordan, but who's your favorite singing?
I don't think I can say I have a favorite. I have been listening to a lot of Elton John recently. Just got into it.
Okay,
here we go. A lot of Elton John. I'll do some Elton John for you. I got something. Here we go. Jordan wears a hat like the KGB. She calls a dog coyote. Oh, 'cause she likes the name. He's pooping in the studio right now. And Jordan's real funny. She's my new favorite. I didn't know it was her when she came in.
All right.
Nice. Thank you. You're my new favorite.
And all true facts.
Yeah.
Except I hope the dog isn't pooping right
Well,
now.
she was sniffing around. I was getting a little worried.
She's circling?
We'll see. I got to take her out.
Has anyone figured out why they circle before they go?
No, and boy, with the snow, check local listings. It's really confusing for them. Have you noticed that?
It's hilarious.
They don't know where to go.
And I carry around the bags.
Uh-huh.
And then you've got to dig. So when you get the poop, you also get a big handful of snow, and you've got kind of the snowball poop
Ultimate
combination.
Weapon, yeah.
yeah.
Coyote sinks into the snow up to her butthole.
Oh, I
and
bet.
then poops like it's on some sort of conveyor belt.
Well, you have to shovel a patch of snow on your yard so the dog can go, which is like, and then they still don't use it. They still try, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Their little butts are still sticking up in there.
Well, Jordan, thanks for coming in. It was great seeing you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Hi,
Thank you.
Jordan. Thanks for
we
bringing
appreciate
your
it.
doggy.
And we'll move forward here. We do have Christy Lee, as you can hear and see, and she is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
A school in the UK is trying to help students get over their fear of making phone calls. According to the BBC, Nottingham College is running coaching sessions that help those suffering from so-called telephobia. During the sessions, students practice etiquette and build confidence by role-playing interviews. Attendees are also encouraged to call restaurants about their operating hours, as well as stores, to see if certain items are in stock. A recent survey of 2,000 people found nearly 70% of people aged 18 to 34 prefer a text to a phone call, with 23% of the same age group saying they never pick up calls.
Wow. All right.
Man.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Well, 16-year-old student Donna told the BBC she was mostly anxious when the phone rang because it's normalized for our generation to be used to text messages. She's talking about her
Exactly.
generation.
I mean, this is, yeah.
So if the phone rings, she immediately thinks it's an emergency. And I
Sure.
could see that.
They've trained themselves.
Yeah.
Right, right.
So the class is trying to get them to stop being afraid of the phone.
Right.
Do they do a thing about being afraid of the dentist?
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
It is in the UK, you see.
Oh, I see. Boy.
You know what he's doing there?
I can't let any of these stories go by without at least.
No, I have a child who had a job and they got sick and they're like, "What do I do?" And I go, "Oh, well, you just got to call into work." And they go, "What do you? How do I do that?" And I go, "You call the work." They go like call, and I go, "Yeah, you just call your boss and tell them you're sick."
Right.
They're like, "I can't text them," and I go, "Well, they didn't have their number." I was like, "No, just call the place." 2 hours before they felt comfortable to work up the nerve to call and speak with someone else.
Now a lot of offices, it's a hotline.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You call a number and you just say, "Hey, this is Josh Arnold. I'm not coming in today." And then the person, when they get to work, goes through.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, so you don't have to.
You don't have to fake that.
Yeah. So there's no reason to have this course. No, these people will never all of a sudden start calling each other. They're already raised and trained
Well, there was
to not.
a news story I don't think we covered a couple weeks ago about how these new people interviewing over Zoom don't want to be seen.
What?
What?
Yeah, they're doing Zoom interviews and they won't turn on their camera. Like 25% of the people refuse to turn on their cameras for a Zoom interview.
Oh, you're not hired.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly what I want.
Yeah.
Here, interview over.
Right.
Bye. Next person.
Yeah.
These are job interviews?
Yeah.
Are they
There's a whole
saying
news
they don't
story
want
about
it because they don't want to be judged by the way they look?
I didn't get that far into it. They just said they were uncomfortable they would Zoom, but not on camera.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they're probably using some kind of excuse involving being discriminated against, because they're a booger-eating moron. Oh, sorry.
Interesting take.
Yeah. You think you could hold the booger eating during an interview?
I doubt
Just
it.
wait.
If you can.
Nick Griffin, when was the last time you had a job interview?
God, I'm so sorry.
Did you ever have a job?
Yeah, when I lived in New York. Well, you know what my last job was? My last job was being a maid in L.A.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was called Made to Order, and you went to a home office in the morning, and they gave you work orders, and you would go to the various apartments. Sometimes there was a key under the mat. Sometimes they were there, and you would clean their house.
And you would wear like the maid
French maid outfit?
Yes, I would wear the maid outfit.
Oh, lovely.
And
it
that's
was
how you
just
met your
a
first wife.
complete cover for prostitution. That's what I was trying to get at.
Right. Are you a good cleaner?
I'm much better. I grew up with 6 brothers and sisters, and my parents weren't. How do you control? How do you get 6 kids to clean their eyes? So I wasn't until I became a maid that I was a good. Now my apartment is spotless.
That's not a bad gig.
Yeah.
You go and you're solitary.
Yeah.
You kind of,
I remember there was this one house though and I did it more than once, where there was a little boy, he's probably like 5. And his mom would let him walk around with me as I'm doing and he'd go, "No, you missed that. No, you missed that.
Oh.
Mom, you missed that."
Did you like it or hate it?
I hated it.
That's incredible.
Sounds like a good premise for a movie.
Yeah.
A guy going to clean strangers' houses. God, that's fun. That's cool.
I hate being there when someone's cleaning my house. I hate that.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's awkward.
I don't feel comfortable either.
What, do they find stuff? And
No, but it's just, I feel like I'm in her way, and it's just awkward. And and she's like a family member.
Oh, yeah, apparently. You
No, I mean,
do
I've had
everything
the
to
same
avoid
woman.
her.
It's not I'm avoiding her. I've been to her daughter's wedding. I love her, but it's just I feel like I'm in her way, and I don't want her going home going,
do you feel obligated to entertain her and engage her in conversation?
Yes.
Make it easier on her. And all that.
Yes. I feel like I should be cleaning my own house.
Oh, my dad one time hired a maid for my mother to help her out.
Right.
But my mom cleaned for 24 hours straight before the woman came because she didn't want her to see how badly we lived, I guess. And so there was no point of hiring the maid.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, but it worked, though. The end result was the same. House was clean.
Job got done, yeah.
You're missing the point.
Your dad could have saved some money.
But you clean, too?
I tend to pick up everything, yes.
Oh, no.
And then my husband now starts the sheets before she gets there, and so we help her out a lot, but I still feel like...
Now, when you just to clarify, your husband...
What?
It starts the sheets in the washing machine. He doesn't soil them to give her something to do.
Hey, honey, start those sheets. Hey, I left a fresh one in there for you. Get to work. He's just a monster.
Yeah, see that stain? Looks like mainland China, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it.
It's the farthest from the truth at my house. You know that.
Okay, sorry. What else you've got over there?
This guy calls himself the world's most famous sperm donor, and he says he plans to father 100 children by the end of this year. Mr. Kyle Gordy, who also refers to himself as, quote, CEO of sperm donating, offers both remote and in-person insemination.
You go with a sperminator or something cool.
Yeah, I mean, it has no ring to it.
No.
We didn't say he was creative.
No.
Remote and in-person insemination is available for women looking to conceive.
Now, wait a minute.
All for free, by
Does
the way.
in-person insemination mean actual intimacy? I doubt it.
And how generous. He's doing it for free.
Yes.
How nice of him.
The 32-year-old has fathered 87 children so far, but recently learned that he's on track to hit 100 babies by the end of the year. Mr. Gordy told Jam Press it feels great to be a dad of so many children.
How many?
87 so far.
Dude, that guy's tie collection has to be on point. Man.
Wait till the child support knocks on the door.
Exactly.
He says he's helped conceive all across the globe. The serial sperm donor said he plans to surpass Telegram founder Pavel Durov, who is reported to have at least 100 biological children. And this gentleman is currently on a 2025 donation world tour and jokes he might have a, quote, child in each country by 2026.
This is an odd thing.
There was a character on one of the guys on 90 Day Fiancé who that was his job. He would go around and help out, same-sex couples.
In other words, he would donate his sperm.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's
sometimes in the natural way.
Oh, really?
Oh, the big chill style?
And that's what caused the problem in his relationship. His fiance wanted him to stop.
Imagine that would be not an unreasonable ask request.
Mr. Gordy said he's helped dozens of women conceive, but he also remains unlucky in love, probably for that very reason.
Yeah. No, probably because what did he call himself? The CEO of sperm?
Donating.
That was something cool.
If you're wearing a big I'm a sperm donor t-shirt at the bars, the ladies are going to go, hey, look, there's the guy with the female body inspector hat. I want to talk to that guy.
I kind of have a sperm donor T-shirt, if you know what I mean.
In a way.
Well, that's right. You are a T-shirt guy.
Oh, no. When you call the sperminator or the spermin tank, something cool.
No, wouldn't you just shut up and be cool about it and not walk around talking about how you crank it into test tubes all the time? I don't know.
That's a lot of kids.
Have some class.
With me.
No, I'm sorry, Nick.
Now, I know there's some legal sign-off so that they can't come after him for child support.
You would think.
But there was a famous case a few years back.
Lesbian couple did this.
Yeah, the guy, they said, you're okay, you don't have to be. And then the court ruled that because they hadn't gone through some technical thing,
They didn't do a medical procedure. They just
used a turkey baster or whatever, and that he got called for child support. Yeah. So look before you leap, I guess.
Members of the School of
By the way, how do they, this real quick, how do they prevent those, the children that are the result
Inbreeding?
of this from, hooking up later on?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Well, how would you not, go down the road and you start dating somebody and...
It's just your half-sister.
Are we going to start having to have DNA tests before we get married now?
Don't find out till after the baby.
Well,
it just comes out, eyes a little too close.
I mean, we've got the doctor.
To their third nose. Yeah, that's always a
You're
problem.
like, hey, maybe we should do a DNA.
Well, we have the doctors that have
This is
been.
my son Flipper.
You know. The infertility doctors that have been accused
of donating their own sperm.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a couple of cases like that.
Right.
Interesting stuff.
Members of the School of Rock cast enjoyed a mini reunion after two of the film's actors got married recently.
Oh, cool.
According to the New York Times, Angelo Maselli, is that it? Maselli? And Caitlin Hale bonded while working on the 2003 Jack Black film when they were 10 years old. While there was no hint of crushes at the time, and both left show business to pursue other careers, the pair connected in 2018 while attending schools in Florida and tied the knot earlier this month at a ceremony in New Jersey.
It's very sweet.
That was attended by 9 of the movie's cast members. Ms. Hale's character was a backup singer named Marta, while Mr. I don't know how to say his last name, Masagali, played Frankie, who is part of the band's pint-sized security detail. He is now a lawyer for TikTok, where he works as music product counsel. Ms. Hale is an OBGYN, we were just talking about this, sonographer. She does the ultrasounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. By the way, Jack Black politely declined an invitation, citing an ongoing film project, but was nice and generous with his words and definitely commented on it privately.
Well, this is a nice, happy story.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
I was expecting a School of Rock Stars now. OnlyFans. You know.
Jack Black, yay, nay?
I like Jack Black. Love him.
for me.
I love
I get a
him.
real kick out
I
of
feel like he's doing too much.
You ever see? He's terrific in what's the movie called where he's the
Bernie.
Bernie.
Yes.
Oh, actually,
That was Shirley MacLaine?
Was,
Yeah,
that was amazing.
He's a coroner or something.
Yeah.
That's based on a true story.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that is a great
and
movie.
he's terrific.
He is.
And and he's not doing that, wink at the camera shtick that he does. That's a terrific dramatic movie. Bernie, I haven't seen it in age. I'll have to see it again. Right now, once again, to a quick reminder down the road. That way, as you can see right in the distance there, that's Valentine's Day. So what can you do for Valentine's Day? Well, you can't go wrong with diamonds. That's where Steven Singer, of course, comes in. Real diamonds, Earthborn Diamonds, Steven Singer Jewelers. Get all the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Got a letter right here, by the way. Hey, Tom, I want to share this. I bought 2 of those wicked roses from Steven Singer for my wife's birthday on January 6th. She loved them. We saw the play in Chicago many moons ago and just watched the movie. Well, that was about Steven's previous rose, the one that was kind of a little tribute to the movie Wicked and the stage play. Right now, they've got the Peacock Teal Rose. What's this all about? Well, it's a real rose dipped in 24-karat gold, and then it's painted beautifully with very special paints, and it's called the Peacock Teal Rose, kind of a Caribbean island feel. And you can grab these roses, $79 at Steven Singer Jewelers. By the way, shipping always free. Just go to IHateStevenSinger.com and check them out. Of course, they also have lots of bracelets and earrings, necklaces, et cetera, et cetera. And Steven, famous for his lifetime guarantee, and you're going to be happy. Get all the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com, STEVEN, by the way. And knock off that Valentine's Day obligation right now. It's IHateStevenSinger.com. Thank you very much, Steven. We got comedian Nick Griffin in the studio with us. Nick is going to be live and in person in Peoria at the famous Jukebox tonight and tomorrow. Nick, fresh off the Tonight Show, many appearances on Letterman. You can see him live and in person and enjoy some great live comedy. While I'm at it, don't forget that Haywood Banks will be in Massillon, Ohio tonight, and Youngstown coming up tomorrow night at the Funny Farm. But tonight it's Crackpots in Massillon. We're coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon.
We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Colette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Christy and I were talking about a dream date, and I thought we would maybe
with each other, maybe for the first time ever.
Maybe it might be easier if I sent my assistant on the date with you, and then she could tell me if we had a good time or not. And then
that's exactly what
I see that coming.
Never mind. Now, do you turn your phone off?
I put it on vibrate.
And where is it?
It's in my purse usually.
Okay.
I mean, I don't look at it. I wouldn't.
Okay.
But you have to keep your phone on.
Oh yeah, come on.
No, not only
answer it.
He's wearing the Bluetooth during dinner.
No, that's completely false.
Absolutely.
This is important. Hold on.
Completely false. I almost never answer my phone.
All right.
Very, very rarely.
Yeah, I don't. No.
All right. So you got that, unless of course it's one of your kids, right?
Well, that's the thing. I look at it.
Yeah, but you got 5. 4 of them could call at any time.
Yeah, 6 out of 10 calls are from your kids. You know that.
Yeah. 6 out of 10.
Which happens 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
The other 4 are wrong dials.
And chances are you're going to have to go pick up one of them, so that means I'm going to be sitting there by myself for a while.
You're bitching at me already? I haven't even answered the phone.
So there you go.
What would be your opening
Shiraz or
salvo conversationally? What would you open with if
I've known you half my
say you
life.
didn't.
What do you do for a living? Mm-hmm.
Say you didn't. What would you ask me something, or would you start telling me about your
let's
life?
not do that. No, let's just approach this like the two people that you are. What would you talk to?
Let's stay in reality.
So we go.
You know, I've never thought of you romantically.
Well, we have 2 hours to kill. Let's talk about what's wrong with Chick.
Wow.
Let's talk about how you
sex, baby.
Yes, sex. How you like it?
How do you approach it?
Well, see, now we had how
you going to approach it, Tom?
See, now we had the list of first date turnoffs.
How you going to crack this code?
Come on.
Here we go.
How are you going to get those ankles on your shoulders? That's what I want.
Yeah, because see, not on this list from USA Today. Mismatched clothes, 36% first date turnoff, and you go up the list, and body odor, 94%. I'm clean, I have no body odor. But my pet peeve of first date turnoffs, women who don't put out.
Wow.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it, more or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah! More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then, you'll figure it out.
In the next room, we have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford from Michael and the Mechanics, this goes to Christy Lee. There's something about you. Yeah. There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. Chill of the night, if you don't wear panties, your body's gonna get stoned. White snakes. get with me? I just want to get close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. It gets real cold, so you don't need planties, Christy Lee. You got Donnie and the chill the night, chill the night, chill the night. 295 playing White Snake for Christy, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill the night, chill the night, chill the night, night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Bravo.
Wow. First I've heard
them
that.
reverbs I did for you,
Yes, I heard
Fantastic.
that. Thank you.
Fantastic.
This summer. This is a cool one. It's got our friends Styx, Kevin Cronin from REO, and Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles. Friday, August 15th. Tickets on the way.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy, Jeff, Ace, myself, Josh Arnold. There's Tom Griswold, and we have a terrific guest this morning, Tom. We've had a couple.
Yeah. Well, how come Godwin's still back in the...
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Nuremberg room there.
Pat, I didn't mean to forget you there.
You're allowed to come back in now, Pat. This chair's open.
I'll be right in.
Okay.
All right.
I love it in there.
Okay, that's
love having you in here.
Okay, good. Now, let's see, where was I? Oh, that's Nick Griffin, comedian right there.
Yeah.
Once again, recently on The Tonight Show, did a whole bunch of Letterman shows over the course of a great career. And Nick is a very funny guy.
You got a YouTube special out, right?
Absolutely wonderful on YouTube. Yes.
Excellent. It's very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Patty G.
Really are selling that, Nick.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. There's a reason Nick isn't in sales. Patty G working on his comedy special. When are you filming that one?
February 8th in Provo.
In Provo, Utah?
Yeah, Dry Bar, yeah.
It's called the Dry Bar.
Crazy clean, real clean, church clean.
Yeah.
I got 3 minutes.
We're going to be doing a show. It won't be church clean, but it'll be fairly clean. Friday, February 21st at the Riverside Casino and Resort in Riverside, Iowa, courtesy of 100.7 The Fox in Cedar Rapids. Information at riversidecasinoandresort.com. And that night we'll do a comedy show live from the casino. It'll be, let's see, Pat Godwin, who's right there, Josh Arnold, who's right there, Jeff Oskey, who's right there. I'll be your host, and special guest Al Jackson. Well, thank you, Tom. Oh, you're welcome, Al.
Wait, he sounds like one of the Jacksons.
That's easy. Tito. Thank you very much. Time now to... well, anything else we need to know about your life, Nick? Anything happening?
Well, I do have to get back into the dating field just to, stay busy. But I'm scared. I'm not scared. I've been dating for, I've been dating for decades. I mean, that's amazing. Decades of dating, hundreds of hours of. I could have learned an instrument by now, or a language or something productive.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But, it's just harder when you're older to date. I think you don't get to say some of those wonderful things you can say when you're young, like I've never felt this way before. I'm in my 50s. I felt this way before. So I don't know. I'm going to just hang in there. I've almost given up, and I know we were talking about earlier. Jordan Jensen's mom had given up, and I feel like I'm close. I wish there was a bar that I could go to that almost, you're almost done. I wish the Goodwill had a bar. That's what I'm looking for. Take some secondhand clothing in and then just see what happens.
Well, thank you, Nick. Once again, Nick will be at the Jukebox, Peoria, tonight and tomorrow for some great live comedy. Time now to educate. I have no idea what day is today.
Today's January 10th.
January 10th. Let's see if anything interesting happened on January 10th. Anybody have any ideas?
I don't know. You've got the info over there.
No, I don't even really have it. Oh, here we go. This is Today in History, January 10th. Oh, this is good. This is something everybody gets wrong.
Okay.
Born on this date in 1864, George Washington Carver.
Yeah.
He did not invent peanut butter. Remember how everyone thought that?
Of course, I did.
He did. He did a lot of work with peanuts, but did not invent peanut butter. Let's see. Happy birthday, Frank Sinatra Jr. Young Blue Eyes.
The member of the board.
Yeah. Sadly gone. Did you know he's already left us? Here we go. Rod Stewart, born in this state in 1945.
Yeah, he's still rocking it.
He's touring this summer.
Yeah, still got the rooster hair and everything.
The great Donald Fagen from Steely Dan, born in this state in 1948. If you ever get a chance to see Steely Dan, by all means, go see him. Mr. Fagen, he had to go into the hospital for a while, but I guess he's doing okay now. But terrific, all those great records from Steely Dan. This is a trivia question for you, Ace. Born in 1953, Pat Benatar. In what movie did they say she's affecting the Pat Benatar look?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
That's right.
Oh, I would have gotten that. Yeah.
That's great.
Nice.
On this date in 1958, Jerry Lee Lewis's Great Balls of Fire reaches #1 in the UK.
Cool.
And then it was pretty much over after that, right?
Oh, he did plenty. He did a lot more. Yeah. But, I don't think he got a ton of radio play.
Wasn't there some issue about marrying his...
Yeah, there were some questions.
Young cousin.
Romantic choices. But
okay.
They seem to be in love. Who am I to judge?
The Sopranos debuted on HBO, believe it or not, on this date in 1999.
Not one good episode. I can't believe it. That show lasted as long as it did. I don't know, man.
I have never watched it.
Just garbage.
Oh, you're missing out.
They're rerunning it on one of the HBOs.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
I might have to.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like the Three Tenors, but the voices are higher. It's very, very good. I certainly would recommend it. I'll also recommend a couple of other things. Got some great comedy this week at Haywood Banks at Crackpots in Massillon, Ohio tonight. He's at the Funny Farm in Youngstown coming up on Saturday night. Kostaki Economopoulos at the White Squirrel Brewery tonight in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and then Evansville, Indiana on Saturday night. O'Brien's Sports Bar is the place to see Kostaki. And once again, Nick Griffin, live and in person at the Jukebox in Peoria, and we're going to be live and in person at the Riverside Casino and Resort February 21st. It's a Friday night. Details on that can be found at riversidecasinoandresort.com. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.